In the social justice system, there are people who are pestered by two separate, yet equally annoying groups. Thought police, who project crimes, and the Reddit attorneys, who persecute the wrong thinkers. These are their stories.
Welcome, everybody, to yet another show. How are you all doing today? And how are you doing, Mr. Hop?
I'm doing quite well, Crumb, and thank you so very much for asking. My goodness.
I guess we should have...
Did you see that intro?
I did see
that. Was amazing. Who made that? Goodness gracious. It's like...
Yours truly.
You were in there, and I was in there.
Yeah,
and I had a whole
I guess we should change
intro.
the names of the. We should change the names to protect the innocent.
Oh, okay.
Or guilty in this case, because we're talking about social media and everyone's guilty.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So, how are your thought crimes today, my dear Crumb?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would like to say hello to our wonderful chat today. Hello, everybody out there joining us.
Hello,
today.
Hello, chats. I hope you're all doing quite exquisite this afternoon, or this evening, or this morning, wherever you happen to be.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everybody, well, and like Abel Baker saying, everyone's guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Off with their heads.
We need a gavel. We need to find a gavel somewhere.
Oh my god, we had one somewhere. I don't know where the hell it went.
It's probably it's hiding in the basement, I think.
Might be. I know I had a gavel. It was funny. I worked at a call center for a number of years. I was a supervisor there, management for a while. And like one of my agents brought me a gavel one day. It was so funny.
Oh, goodness gracious. You're looking at this going, yes. This would be used in many, many different ways. Very creative ways.
Yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, no, it's I wish that we could have Nick on. It's going to be a running joke that he can never make a stream.
Wait a second. The Ricada has not answered our challenge.
Well, I haven't.
To
To be fair, I haven't sent out an invite yet for him. So, but he is away. He is away at Bible camp this weekend, so he's safe from being crucified on the cross for now. No social media.
But when he gets
we're
back,
coming. We're coming for you.
Him. That's right. He will not understand the repercussions of his actions, taking his family to Bible camp and completely ghosting us, if you will.
Like, how dare he not answer our non-invite?
Exactly. If any of the Ricadas from the Ricada clan is watching this, tell your boy Nikki that we're here, waiting for weeks for him to get back to us.
See, our
respond
chat,
in kind.
See, we're gonna build a wall between our chat and his chat, and we're gonna make
beautiful
him pay
grand
for it.
wall. That's right. The Ricadas will pay for it. Mark our words. Because we're the best chats. We cannot have our chats being affected by their chats, because our chats are better than their chats, and we're making chats great again moving forward from all of our different points.
We're making chat great again.
That's right.
My goodness, what a week we've had! Holy cow!
I know.
My goodness. We've got some stuff to talk about. So just give a brief breakdown of what we're going to be doing on the show today, because I know it's a little bit vague.
Wait a second. Before you get into that, what's that beautiful furniture you got in the background there?
Oh, my lovely shelf that I set up here. It's
look at that.
I know. It was hiding behind my computer this whole time.
What did you do to it, Crumb? What was it hiding on you?
Well, I filled it with liquor and I put it behind me.
Oh, okay. But what was it hiding in the first place? What did you do to your shelf to make it hide from you?
I'm sure I'm going to get twit-longered about it later. So
twit-longer. We have our many fans coming up to sing. What did you do to the shelf, Crumb? Hashtag that.
Hashtag Crumb touched the shelving unit.
No shelf, Crumb. Wait a second.
Exactly.
You can't pit Crumb on the shelf. There you go. Ricada would come to our show.
My shelf
Doug was
too.
Here. Yeah, there you go. All shelves matter.
All shelves matter. No, that was a great show with Doug. That was awesome. Oh, and speaking of announcements, so briefly before we get into the Today Show.
All right.
Not the Today Show, but
this show. What?
This show.
Okay.
So because we're having a little holiday on Monday, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be celebrating. So be sure to join us on Monday.
We're doing 2 shows this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I mean Monday, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, it's a long weekend.
It's a long weekend, but we'll be around on Monday. It's just gonna be a shooting the shit kind of show. If people want to call in, I'm gonna put the link out there so people can join up and have a party with us, have a drink with us.
So we're gonna break out the firearms and shoot in the feces. That's amazing.
Sure.
Absolutely. Sure.
Social distance rednecking. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Canadian country. Oh, goodness.
And next week, we're not going to have a show on Saturday.
No, why?
We're not having a show on Saturday, folks. Because we have a very special guest joining us on Friday.
Oh, we're moving it to Fridays?
Well, no, just this one show.
Okay, so this is the one show then. All right.
Just the one show. We'll be back at regular scheduled programming the following week. But Friday, next Friday, September 11th?
Something like that.
My goodness. It is September 11th.
Magical things happen September 11th, everybody.
We're gonna drive the planes of entertainment straight into the Twin Towers of YouTube. We're gonna burn it to the ground. I know. Oh, come on! It's been like fucking 19 years.
It's too soon.
South Park made a fucking joke about it.
Crumbs. Why are you being so mean?
South Park made a fucking joke about it. We're not allowed to make jokes anymore.
That's right.
That's the
That's
topic.
right, the theme
That's
of
the
our
topic
show.
for today, by the way, folks. We're gonna be digging into that. But no, we're gonna have we're going to be having the creator, the man behind Video Games Live. If anyone's familiar with those concerts, we're gonna have the man that is bringing back the Intellivision. He has worked on Earthworm Jim with Doug TeNapel, and he is a very good friend of Doug TeNapel's, and we've kind of done a little business with him too as well. And we're bringing in Tommy Tallarico. Yep. He's going to be a guest on the show on Friday next week, so be sure to tune in. We're going to have the show on Friday instead of Saturday. So
correct. So basically, mark it down your day timers, your tablets, your handheld devices. Next Friday, this Friday coming up. September 11th, just for the chats we do this for.
Exactly. So we're gonna absolutely burn down the internet because that's gonna be a really, really fun thing. Fun fact. I actually met Tommy for the first time at Video Games Live concert when it came to our city years and years ago.
You did too, Zan.
And I got him to sign my Luigi hat. Which was great.
Awesome. That is awesome.
I might adorn that for the stream. Yeah, Blaze Firestorm says I used to watch. Blaze Firestorm says I used to watch reviews on the run. Yes, he was on reviews on the run alongside Victor Lucas. That was my childhood. So we're going to be having Tommy Tallarico on the show to talk about the. He's going to be on the show to talk about the new Intellivision. That's going to be exciting.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I wonder if you remember his exclusive interview on the weekly Trending Fandom show that was broadcast at CKMS Sound FM on the second to last time he was here in town.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to ask him if he remembers.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't. Because if he does, then I mentally scarred him by accident, which was not my intention.
So we have a full week ahead of us. We have the special on Monday, so you guys can call in and join us. We're gonna be having a drink, having some celebrations for Labor Day. Talk about what you guys are all doing on Labor Day, or what your plans are, or what you did. And Tyburner, at least my camera's working today. So a short story about why I haven't had my camera on, because it has been 10 million degrees for the past a month and a half. So I didn't want to sit here on camera and show my sweaty ass and ghetto ass fucking ponytail. So I didn't want to do all that and subject y'all to that nonsense and get a strike from YouTube for airing
indecent, soliciting 19-year-old younger content.
For airing horrible content or whatever else. Destructive and violent content. So
September 11th type like content. It's very destructive for all the young viewers who may be watching it. So the Crumb took precautions to protect those young eyes. And I feel she made the best decision from that point.
We aren't allowed to have fun anymore.
Why? No. Oh God, I get fined again. Am I? Fuck.
We're just like that. That's it. We got to pack up. We're not allowed to make jokes.
Well, it's been fun, Chad.
We're not allowed any of this shit anymore. Have you seen what's been going on recently?
Oh gosh, I make the mistake in turning on my Twitter feed, then I jump over to Facebook, turn on my Facebook feed, which is a little less saturated with horribleness. But oh my goodness, has the world gone insane, or just my hyperactive, overclocked imagination?
Well, I don't know, honestly. I do want to give a heads up to people that we may be having some stream issues because we're having a bit of internet issues recently. So I don't know if they're going to kick up here or not. So if it does go wonky, then just refresh and hopefully we'll still be online.
But is the bestest part of doing live broadcasting.
I personally think
I
personally think that it's just because of these lunatics online that don't like our jokes, don't like our sense of humor, so they're just sending all of the internet dump trucks to clog up our internet lines.
They're trying to censor us, but they will not build a wall around us. We'll build a wall around them and move forward to make things great again. This is the actions that we will take because it's the best steps to take.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, true. Well, like Randy Schreiber Jr. is saying, it's like that's what we get for living in the 90s. Like, I agree. I wanted to talk about I wanted to talk about Dick Masterson, and I wanted to reach out to him because I don't like talking about people that I respect or appreciate, like if they're not here.
Question: Who's Dick Masterson again for the new kids in the class?
I think most people know who Dick Masterson is. LA based comedian on Twitter. He's on Nick's show every so often.
Cool.
Yeah, he's the host of the Dick Show, or one of the hosts of the Dick Show. But I have a bit of respect for the dude. I know there's a lot of shit that's flying out there about him and this and that, whatever else, his views on things, and yeah, I'm gonna robot here probably for a bit because my internet just doesn't.
It's not Ken Robot influence coming into the show.
No, it's our internet deciding it doesn't want to upload anything anymore.
Skynet, why do you hate us so much?
So I wanted to talk to Dick about this particular subject, but he didn't get back to me. I mean, I'm a nobody on the internet, so I didn't expect him to.
Oh,
but I like doing the courtesy of reaching out to people that I'm going to be talking about, because I don't want to like talk about them behind their back. But no, I wanted to talk to Dick Masterson because I know you mentioned, like, you just briefly in passing talked about it, about being a persona online, and I think that's. I think that's something that's really important that people kind of forget, right? Because I know Dick has gotten a bit of hot water recently about I'm recently probably his entire career, but
sorry,
not necessarily a bad thing, not necessarily a bad thing, but basically he's recently gotten into he's gotten the internet set on fire in certain circles because of his views on the P to the E to the D to the O's.
I'm dyslexic. What does that mean? And I'm totally kidding, by the way. Please continue.
And hello, Adifos. How you doing? Good to see you in the chat there. So yeah, it's so he's gotten a bit of attention from certain circles because of his views on that, and I don't think that he really said anything that was worth like losing our fucking minds over. But also, so I watched one of his streams a little while ago when he was talking to a certain other notable character that is online. And having a kind of what I would say is a moment, because like when I see Dick talking to like Nick or whatever else, and they are on his show, and he's just that like boisterous and like in your face kind of guy, and like he just comes through he just comes through the audio, even if you don't see his face, you can tell. He's just so full of something. I'm not going to say shit because that's not what I mean. I'm not trying to rag on the man.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rag on the man. I'm saying like he's like, you know, he's a very big personality when it comes through on the audio. But he had a moment. He had a moment where you could tell. Like, I don't know if people can tell this or whatever, but like when I'm listening to him talk normally, and then when I was listening to him kind of give an explanation and have this debate with this individual, it shifted, right? It shifted from the Dick Show, Dick Masterson, to just I don't know his real name. I think it's something else, but
Richard.
Sure, let's go with that. So it shifted, and it was like that online persona. He paused it for a moment, right?
Yeah.
He just like kind of stopped. He's like, okay, let me just put this down for a moment because I need to talk real with you. And there's another individual out there. I'm not sure you probably don't know who I'm talking about, Mr. Hop, but the chat would. There's an individual out there who's Canadian, by the way.
What's that?
I'm like, weird, but PP, he goes by PPP. I don't know what that stands for. I know he's a very colorful individual.
Hero potato party people?
No, it's a dude.
Okay,
It's a guy. I don't know.
Okay,
He's like, if I had to describe him, and again, people, I don't know who this guy is. I don't watch his content. I've only seen a few things. I've only seen literally watched him watching the conservative leadership results thing.
Uh-huh.
All right. So like, if I could describe this man, he's like a living embodiment of 4chan. Okay. So again, not a bad thing, but he was talking with a certain nobody about some. I don't even remember what the hell it was about at this point. I think it was about the same sort of topic or something like that. But he was like, he has a character that he does, he puts on, and it's a very ridiculously out there character, and he does a lot of weird shit.
Okay.
And all that other stuff.
All right.
There's a lot of people who perpetually paste perception, pepperoni pizza priest, pineapple on pizza persona. So while he was talking to this person on his stream, because this was happening when he was watching the conservative, like he wasn't live streaming it, he was live streaming his like reaction to it. And some idiot decides to jump on his chat and starts giving his opinion that no one asked for. So just
from our chat, I hope.
Just spreading his asshole in chat just because no one asked for it. I say that because it's relevant to PPP and people will find it funny.
Okay.
So it's funny.
You can park a car in there.
So basically this guy, the guy that the PPP is watching the conservative like leadership thing or whatever else, and this guy comes in, he's acting like an idiot, and he's having the real talk conversation with them, and he stops him and he says, look, dude, he's like, I play a persona online. It's like, if you can't understand that, that's flying right over your fucking head. Like it's like these are jokes. This is not who I am in real life. Blah blah blah.
Right.
It's like nobody is that crazy, right? I mean, like for example, and I guess I should have invited Nick because I'm breaking my own rule on this one, but it's fine. We've invited him a bunch of times before, but we've met Nick in person.
We have,
right?
Haven't we?
We have, and he's much different in person than he is online, like as an online personality.
Incredibly odd, that.
Yeah, and I'm like, again, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
it's just like this is what happens. Like for a lot of things, like I'm the same online as I am offline. Like I don't care. I don't play a personality. But you, Mr. Hop, you have personalities that you like to put on for multiple broadcasts.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes, that is absolutely true. My first name is Mr. Last name is Hop. It's on my birth certificate. Hopefully people will understand that one day. Keeping K-Fit alive in 2020.
Yeah. So
anyways, enough about us.
And as an aside, just because somebody mentioned Mr. Vince McMahon in chat earlier, just reminded me. Did you hear recently that he put out like a fucking meeting or something? He had some Zoom meeting or he had some conference call with his talent, saying that they are not allowed to have any personal appearances on other social media platforms, so like Twitch or Zoom or TikTok, because
it was a letter. He sent a letter.
Well, it was whatever.
It was a letter. He said he's so old.
because he says he owns their real names and likenesses.
Yep, and also adds just a little more dash of pineapple to all of this. Basically, they're rebuilding the WWE brand, and they're using people's social media to make sure that things don't accidentally get out there. Plus, on top of that, they simply want more control on top of the new control. As I mentioned before in our brief conversations that we have throughout the week, anyone who saw Payback really recently, I saw the pay-per-view. I haven't seen WWE pay-per-views for the longest time because a lot of them just simply suck.
Yeah.
And this one was really good. I was quite surprised. I was entertained. I didn't zip through it fast like I usually do, like basically 2 hours within 10 minutes type of thing. Like I was watching this, with the chronological order. But one thing was different. They have this new thing called Battle Dome or something like that. And basically
Thunderdome?
Thunder. That's it. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw something about it. I didn't really.
And the thing is that they replaced the audience with television screens. So right out of the get-go, Vince Kennedy McMahon has full control over his broadcast because that's one of the few hurdles he just couldn't, basically work with, because you have the audience coming in, hijacking the show, throwing around beach balls, basically booing the faces and basically encouraging the heels and stuff like that. And Vince hated that because he's a media control freak. Now he has full control over his audience. Someone's being a stupid head, they're replaced. And it was very, very interesting to see. And now where that comes in is the most recent aspect on where he's controlling all of his talent's social media outlets. And the thing is that, again, some people may or may not realize this, but this is where a lot of talent makes their money from, especially from Twitch or from YouTube, or whatever the case may be, especially special endorsements, so forth and so forth. And a lot of WWE talent will no longer have that revenue to basically work from. One of the best success stories is Up, Up, Down, Down, followed by Paige's stuff on Twitch. And the thing is that they may have to give that up if they want to continue working for the WWE brand. And one of the few things about Vince Kennedy McMahon is that if you don't play ball with him, you're fired. It's just that simple because the lineup is around the block. But at the same time, while this was being released out, AEW was saying, hey, guys, we don't have this problem. Come on over. So, the tighter a person squeezes, more grains of rice slips through their fingers. So, not good. Sure. I recall.
So it's just so interesting because there's a lot of times I think that people tend to forget.
Yeah.
You're still intelligible so far. I'm just warning people that if we have audio issues, I've been trying to get this troubleshooted all week with my ISP, and it's been a fucking nightmare. So it's not. And Tom P says maybe a problem with the line. Is it messed up? I think it's a node issue. We literally had all the lines replaced. We had every line replaced, and it's just like. Really nothing we can do about it, and Rogers has no idea what's causing it. So it is what it is. We try to do as much as we can here, but we'll try to get a full show in. But there's a lot of people that don't that kind of don't realize that these people. What do you mean these people? There's a lot of people out there that broadcast and do shows like. Howard Stern, for example, is a character, right? Like these are characters that people play. They're not necessarily that person all the time. Like Alex Jones, for example. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water. Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Alex, it's a character.
Oh yeah,
it's a character. Like,
and he even mentioned that on the stand when he was going through his lawsuits.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, people aren't allowed to fucking make jokes anymore. We're not allowed to have fun. We're not allowed to have escapism anymore. Like, when did this happen? When did this start happening? Do you remember?
Yes, I could actually pinpoint it. It happened when the internet was becoming very successful, early 2000s. And the reason why I know that is that the best point I could point to is look what happened again. The WWE references. New talent comes out. They basically form a persona. They go on to the wrestling ring, and everyone buys into that persona. Then all of a sudden, little by little, real names get released. K-Fed is basically broken in half. My God! And generally from there, a lot of people were just trying to push forward the real narrative, which is like, my goodness, like the last character in WWE to basically break his own kayfabe is the Undertaker, because now he's out there with his real name and stuff like that. And that character was around in the 90s, for goodness sakes. So again, it all came down to that. More information is out there, more people are fact checking, and it all started in the early 2000s.
So this has been going on for a long time, like obviously.
Mhm.
Like obviously. And I keep seeing fucking artifacts of it in and out, and it's really, really annoying to see. So like here's an example. Okay. Very recent. I've talked about this several times. I've tried to get him on the show, but he's not replying to my messages, so it is what it is. But John Kay, the guy who created Ren and Stimpy,
yeah,
right. This man has a cloud of controversy that has been hanging over him for a long ass time. Shit that I've never even known about.
Yeah.
Apparently, there are multiple rumors about what happened, but what actually happened is very, very light on details. As far as I'm aware, he's never been charged with anything. Just, being a weirdo and a creep, which, I mean, if you're a cartoonist in the 90s, that's par for the course. Like,
yes.
So, look, as far as I'm aware, he got canceled like way back in like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
So, and this is like way before anything hit like mainstream shit. But here's the thing, right? There have been 4 articles about Ren and Stimpy, right? Since they announced since the Comedy Network announced its reboot of Ren and Stimpy.
Only 4 articles.
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
There's been okay, which is quite a bit because no one's banging down the door for fucking Ren and Stimpy, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the 4 articles have not been about Ren and Stimpy's reboot.
Really? What have they been?
They come out and they say, "Oh, Ren and Stimpy reboot, blah 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 blah." Insert social justice thing here, and then they spend the entire article talking about John Kay and his alleged terrible past. It's like the man isn't even involved in the fucking reboot, and all you're doing, it's like coming from like Vice and fucking the regular lunatic crew.
Yeah,
but like I haven't talked to the man. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's guilty or not. I haven't talked to him. I haven't had the chance to look over everything. I'm just going by like face value shit. It's like, look, these people in like Vice and Narcity and whatever
Gawker.
else, they have been pounding on him for the past month because someone decided to bring back Ren and Stimpy. And not only that, apparently there's a petition to stop the Comedy Network from bringing Ren and Stimpy back.
Oh, that's gonna go for a while.
Not because we all know it's gonna be a fucking it's gonna be a fucking CalArt reboot, and Lord knows the world does not need another fucking Thundercats roar.
No, it does not.
We don't need a fucking Ren and Stimpy CalArts reboot. It's not because of that. No. It's because some people. Have been saying that don't bring back Ren and Stimpy. No, because that triggers terrible memories for me.
And wait a second, you're forgetting one thing, Crumb. When people watch animated productions, there's a gun that's forced to their fucking temple, and they have to watch it. They just can't click away or basically tune out. They have to sit down and have to watch it because they're forced to, Crumb.
Yeah.
You should be more sensitive towards those people.
All right there, Ron Toy.
Sure.
Sure. But like he's not even involved in the new fucking show.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. It's clickbait, it's clickbait sensationalism.
No, it's not even that. It's the same shit that we have been seeing for years. We're not allowed to enjoy anything anymore.
Nope.
It's at a point where they have fucking gone to Dungeons and Dragons. And they have said that orcs represent black people and you should be ashamed.
Yeah, and you can't use the word race. That's got to be.
Yeah, you can't use race.
New word has to be replaced.
Like, so here's
elves.
the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, as far as I'm aware, black people exist in Dungeons and Dragons.
They do.
They have a fucking human race.
That's amazing.
And I'm pretty fucking sure you could be a black man or a black woman or a black whatever in Dungeons and Dragons if you wanted to be. I'm pretty sure you could.
That's amazing. How about Canadians? Could you be a Canadian?
I'm pretty sure you could.
That's amazing. I want to play this game more often. This is,
I'm
being way too soon.
It's a fucking fantasy game.
Yes,
that you could literally be a walking fucking lizard if you wanted to.
Lizard brain person.
And you have people who have literally never played the game before.
Yeah.
Looking over orcs and all this other stuff. They're oh god. And they're like, what brain do you have to have in your head to look at an orc and say that's a black person?
Yep. I wonder what they're going to think about
Please tell me who the racist here is. The people who have been playing the game for years with no issues, or the person that walks in and immediately picks the ugliest, most brutal fucking character and says that's a person of color. Please, Jesus Christ.
And also, just to get you a little more fired up, how can we get Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever that new Cyberpunk game that's coming out? Like, the controversy was around that, for goodness sakes. It's like,
the controversy around that, again, unfounded, saying that it's making fun of trans people. How the fuck is it making fun of trans people?
You could be a living, talking furry, but no one's talking about that. Cat ears, no problem. Fur, no problem.
Holy crap. Like, that's what I'm talking about. It has been a systematic attack on comedy, on escapism, on everything that people do to fucking avoid dealing with reality and the crushing fucking shit that's been with reality in the past God knows how many years. Like, look at all the shit that we've gone through. I mean, for myself, before the age of 35, like fucking September 11th, for example, like fucking Cold War bullshit,
7-7.
like all of this crap, like countless fucking pandemics. Like, this is obviously the worst, quote unquote, worst one that we've gone through so far. But like, all of this shit, let us have our fucking fun. But they can't. And there's an important reason behind that.
Which is?
There's a very important reason behind that. It's control. It's control. Because if you beat down a society so badly and you take away every means of their escape from stress, from depression, from sadness, you beat them down and you take away everything, you control the masses.
So who do you think is trying to take control of everything?
Well, to put on my Alex Jones tinfoil hat here for a moment.
Okay.
I think we've seen it. I think everyone knows exactly what it is. It is currently mass media.
Okay.
Mainstream mass media that's doing it. Notice who the biggest winners. Like, okay, let's take a look. Let's rewind time. Let's turn back the clock 9 months. Okay? Let's turn back the clock 9 months. Who is in danger of shuttering their doors because they literally weren't relevant anymore? And they had no control over anything, and Trump was completely and utterly running a train over them. It was mainstream media, right?
Well, to the traditional media, I like to call them.
It's mainstream media.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
Both, actually. I think it is. I think you're absolutely correct. But however, this at the same time, here's mainstream media had his own puppet strings and who pulls them, who pays their bills, who tells them what to do. There's been several documentaries followed by
Well, who do you think
different
it is?
tutorials. Well,
Who do you think it is?
The funny thing is that if you're asking for my theory, I personally think it's the uppercase 1%, more for them and less for us. And the thing is that if you want to break a society, you take all formalism away from them. They can't do it by themselves, but they have all the fucking money. So where are you going to go? You're going to go to the traditional media and basically fill their pockets full of stuff. Say, this is what you're going to do. Because to prove that point, look what's happening with comic books, movies, TV shows. Like, shit. Perfect example, Star Trek, for goodness sakes. They took one of the most beloved characters of the Star Trek franchise named Picard, and they completely fucked it. 7 Ways from Sunday. So basically, what was the direct result from that? Which was they turned people away from that particular production. Now let's take another example. Star Wars, episode 7, 8, and 9 that we've been talking about back and forth for a while now. Let's look at that from a general perspective. What was the result? People are upset, and they took basically people stepped away from that particular franchise. Okay, one other example. Perfect. Let's talk about something that's a little closer to my arena. Let's talk about comic books. Hey, Marvel came out with probably one of the best ever set of circumstances to launch their actual production, their actual publishing name to the fucking stratosphere for the next 20 or 30 years. And that was based on the release of Iron Man, the release of Captain America, the release of Thor. Fucking Thor, for God's sakes. Everybody reads that particular that particular publication. It's boring as fuck. What 16-year-old that's hyperactive, likes to eat sugar and watch them with Coke all the time could follow that? I can answer that for you. Nobody. Older folks enjoy Thor because of mythology. Perfect. Cool. No problem. And I honestly mean that. But however, it's not made for younger kids. So basically repackage Thor, put it in the movies. Everyone loves the fucking character across the board through all demographics. What does Marvel do? Hey, let's kill off Tony Stark. Let's make him into a blue fucking AI. Let's take Captain America, turn him into a Nazi, and just for shit and giggles, let's fuck up Thor by bring out She-Thor. All at the same time. And what's in the results? People didn't like it, and they walked away from it. There is a theme that's going on here. And I think that's what's going on. Plus, on top of that, you know this, and I know this. If we work, let's say, for a high-end, let's say, retailer, and we're on social media, and basically people find out that we worked and stuff like that, and we tell people, we don't want your fucking business, don't shop at our store, what's going to happen to us, Crumb? What's going to happen? We're going to be fucking fired. It's just that simple. And I'll debate anyone till the boo cows come home on that particular point. What do people at Marvel do? Oh, they tell them, well, we don't want your money. You don't have to buy our product.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Because it is a specific section. It's not just the 1%. I'll counter this. It's not just the 1%. Because look at who the mainstream media is attacking and demonizing. They're going after Trump. They're twisting what he's saying. They're going after a bunch of stuff. So it's a section of the 1% that thinks, and it's a very woke section of the 1%. I would argue Hollywood, because they have their heads so far up their ass it's not even funny. But you have literal people. You have people in Hollywood. You have like basically these people in the 1% that are. Did you hear? I'm gonna hop tracks here for a minute.
Okay.
Did you hear in California that they recently passed a bill that would allow? How do I put this without breaking every fucking term in YouTube's TOS? They passed a bill in California that would allow a judge to have discretion when giving a sentencing or ruling on someone who has intercourse with a minor, if they were within a certain age. So, for example, basically, what one of these people in California put forward as a bill. I don't remember if he was a congressman or a senator or something. I don't remember, but basically he put forward as a bill that this is strictly for like gay and whatever else LGBT people, for underage kids. He proposed that if they were within 10 years of each other, they would not get registered as a sex offender. So let that sink in. Let that sink in.
Oh yeah, no.
If you are 24 years old and you have sex with a 14-year-old, as long as it's gay sex, as long as it's same sex, you're not a sex offender. You're not a pedophile.
This is a bill that's being currently looked at, correct?
Yeah. It was a bill that was passed.
Oh, passed. That was going to be my next inquiry. So this bill's been passed.
The bill has been passed.
Fuck. That's going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. See, go. You go.
This is something that it legitimately riles me up because and notice the timing of when this happened.
Oh yeah.
Right? The fucking world right now is burning down from a pandemic. The United States is literally in a state of a civil war, open civil war.
Yeah.
So let's slide in a fucking bill about softening the rules against pedophilia.
Yeah.
Let's sink that in for just a moment here. What is going the fuck on with this entire fucking world? Why mainstream media is talking about what Trump had for fucking breakfast instead of this?
I think, Crumb, you can answer that question, can't you? Why isn't mainstream media reporting on this? Good question. Very good question.
Yeah.
I think the individuals who have been following this for the last 20 years can answer that question. Basically, we no longer have distractions. We got to make something up to take people's eyes away from the things that are important, because heaven forbids. As George Clooney used to say, if people sat around the kitchen table and discussed exactly how much they're being fucked, there'll be riots in the streets. Oh. We're there, at least in the States.
So
interesting.
This has been something that's been brewing and been cooking for a very, very long time, and it's like I don't understand how people can look at this and they just ignore that it's happening. Like there has been a systematic attack on everything. Everything that people hold dear and true.
Can you tell me which fandom doesn't have the word "gate" behind it these days? Curling comes to mind.
It has literally come to every single fucking reach. Recently, and I'm sure some people out there can see this. Recently, it's come to sports. Did you see the amount? So I don't know how many people in the audience watch the NHL, but the NBA decided to take a full race car woke stance about Black Lives Matter. More power to them. If they want to alienate their viewership and people that watch their content regularly, I mean, by all means. To me, I wouldn't want to burn down half of my demographic by trying to guilt my demographic into saying, like, you know, you're an absolutely horrible person because you were born. I wouldn't want to do that, but you know, I don't watch sports to be preached at. I don't watch sports to be told that I'm terrible and that I don't deserve to live because of my skin color. I don't watch sports for that, right? And before anybody out there clips this out of context, I support people of color. I support these communities. I support them standing up for their voices. I support them speaking out and making it known. And I support fucking listening to them. I support white people shutting up and listening to these fucking people and everything else. What I don't support is injecting politics into shit that has no business having politics in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like putting chocolate and peanut butter together, great. That's good for Reese's. Okay? Don't put chocolate don't put your peanut butter in pineapple. Okay? Doesn't belong there. Don't put your chocolate in like I don't know.
Pickle juice? Pickle juice?
Oh God! Don't put your fucking pickles in chocolate. They don't separately.
Yeah.
They're fine. You
Yes.
don't put them together.
No.
Like
No.
Water and oil.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
But like I used to enjoy the NBA. I really, really did. But then, and this happened for me with baseball many years ago. I used to enjoy baseball right up until they had the fucking players' strike, like eons ago, and they just quit on the fans. They said, you know what? Money is more important to us. Like both sides, like the ownership and the players are both guilty of it. They say money is more important than going out there and putting on a good show for our fans. So fuck you. So I look at the NBA, and some random person gets shot because they didn't. They actively refused arrest. And they had a knife in their hand, apparently. So this person gets shot. And because of that, LeBron James takes a fucking head charge into the NBA's office and says, we're not going to play the rest of the playoffs because you guys aren't doing anything about this. What the fuck do you want an NBA official to do? What the fuck do you want a fucking owner of an NBA team who likely who's never even participated in a fucking history class because they're multi-billionaires. What the fuck do you expect these people to do?
Yeah.
What do you expect people who have never lived a normal fucking life? What do you expect them to do except throw money at your fucking charity, which I'm sure you love?
Yeah.
But like, I'm a huge Lakers fan, and to have LeBron fucking say that pissed me off because he was saying, along with a bunch of other teams, that they were just going to quit. They were going to take the forfeit. They weren't going to play the playoffs anymore. And to me, as a fan, that's a giant middle finger to me.
Yeah.
That's a giant middle finger to everybody else. That's a fan of their team, that support their team, that cheer them on. And so when I look at this shit, it's like, what do you expect billionaires to do when they have done nothing?
Yeah.
You expect, we're gonna have awareness. Everyone's aware of racism. Everyone's aware of politics.
Yeah.
Just like, it's not a fact of being aware anymore. It's a fact of fucking actioning it.
Yeah.
Because how many people in the United States and Canada exclusively, I'll just say this, how many people between the two of us have just chosen not to go out and vote?
Yeah, pretty much. Which
How
is the
many
worst thing you
people?
could possibly do? A lot more still coming. Worst thing people could do. Worst.
So bottom line, coming from someone who is not a fucking billionaire, okay, the best thing to do if you are pissed off about racism, if you are pissed off about low working wages, if you're pissed off about like homeless people like dying in the streets or whatever, you're mad about X, Y, or Z. If you're mad about something that is state or nation or politician controlled, fucking go out and vote.
Do something about it. Get involved. Take the
Get
time.
involved with your politicians. If they're not listening to you, find someone who is.
Yeah. And back those people as much as you possibly can.
Because I can tell you right now, fucking 23 millionaires and fucking 30 billionaires aren't going to change the fucking world because that's a system built for them.
Yep.
As much as LeBron James wants to sit here and preach to us about, you need to do more, you need to do more. How much have you done?
Yeah.
How much of your money have you like? How much of your money and time is LeBron going to take a fucking NBA season off to go tour the United States and talk about racism and racial inequality?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he would. You know,
he's just going to
throw all of his money away. You know,
he's just going to throw money at people to do it for him.
Yeah,
and he's going to get And here's the other part: it's not charity when you get something out of it, right?
Yeah.
It's not harkening back to LARP. You know this, Mr. Hop.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest misconceptions. When a character chooses charity as a virtue, people don't understand this. But charity means that you give something up without expectations of a return, something of value. So for people donating to a charity, that is not charity. Because you're getting a tax break for it. Right? So you're basically choosing where your tax money goes instead of giving it to the state or country or whatever your thing is.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not charity. And these people are breaking their arms, patting themselves on the back for it, for doing fucking literally nothing. Because here's the thing. When you're donating to a charity, especially ones like the NAACP, which everyone loves fucking throwing money into without actually looking into what the fuck they do, which, spoiler alert, is nothing. They do nothing. Because the whole fact behind the NAACP is that they defend black people in court. What happens if there are no black people in court?
To defend? Yeah.
To defend.
Interesting.
They don't have a fucking case anymore.
And you would think that charity would work towards that particular goal.
You would think.
But do they?
No.
I don't think they do. Of course not.
They don't.
Why? Why would they? Their salaries being paid, all for not-for-profit. Money's just rolling in like crazy. Everyone likes a cause. It's everyone's a giant sucker. It's just that simple.
This is what happens with most charities and most causes or whatever else. People just blindly throw money into them and they get away with fucking murder because no one knows where the money's going. You can donate $100,000 to insert charity here.
Yeah.
They say that, your money, a portion of your proceeds are going to the actual cause. Great. How much? 10 cents out of $100?
Yep.
Where's the rest of it going?
How's overhead?
Where's the rest of it going?
Yeah.
You're paying your CEO like multi-million dollars a year? Why? You're a fucking charity. Yeah. Why is anybody making money outside of the cause that you're apparently going for? That's not charity. That's a business.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that these fucking billionaires and millionaires who work for them can't figure this out?
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. Like a whole bunch. It's truly a broken system.
It's a system that's set up, and this is something that pisses me off because whenever you talk to people who are blindly supporting Black Lives Matter, again, that's another movement that has been bastardized by people, much like the Me Too movement. Started out in good faith and has become a terrible fucking thing. But when you're talking about talking about this to these people, they always bring up it's like, well, like you don't know what the problems are. You aren't solving them. So solve them. Tell us what to do to solve them. What's the solution?
Well,
the solution is is just that you're not doing anything. You have to do more. So you don't know a solution. The solution is just you winning then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Like, it just, oh my goodness, it tickle my tombstones. It's time to plug the Patreon.
I think that may be some good advice. What do you think, Crumb?
Oh
A
my
couple more
goodness.
minutes with this, or
Oh my god,
it's tough. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
It's annoying because we
Yeah.
get these people who we look up to as idols. If they're like, whether they're like artists or they're personalities or they're celebrities, what have you.
Yeah.
And then they are so disconnected. So my whole roundabout thing about this was like with the NBA being like balls deep in this movement, right? Fine. The NHL, when they were doing their playoffs, they chose not to boycott games. They chose to play their games, and the fucking internet just exploded.
Yeah.
Because how fucking dare these white millionaires continue to play games for their fans and ignore world issues?
Yeah.
So much so that they forced the players to come out and boycott games because, they weren't doing enough to combat racial inequality. So you boycott 2 games, 2 days worth of games. You've solved racism. Congratulations.
Awesome. Using the NHL to solve world problems. That's what that well, Crumb, we both know that's the organization we set up for, to solve world problems and everything else like that.
How does it solve anything?
It doesn't.
Except it makes some fucking moron happy because they ruin someone's fucking fun for 2 days.
Yeah. And the good charities.
Here's the point behind this is that these fucking people, they want control over everyone else's life because they want to make everyone else as fucking miserable as they are on a day-to-day basis. And it's all about control.
Yeah.
It's all about control.
Yeah. It's all about the game and how they play it.
Oh my goodness. Well, apparently not anymore.
Yeah.
Because now we have to fucking worry about fucking insert politics. We get Trump fucking politics up here in Canada. We don't even fucking deal with the dude. I can't even vote for the man. I have to deal with people's fucking opinions on Trump. Good lord.
It's American socialism. It is one of the most powerful outlets on the face of the planet. Like when I'm talking to some people over in the Philippines and they talk about Trumpism in the Philippines, 12 hours away from our point of time.
I think Tom P's onto something here.
What's Tom P say?
I think this is how the fucking Borg started.
Maybe. Who knows?
I think the Borg were the original SJWs of the.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. They're all connected to one particular server, one directive.
They're all plugged in, one directive.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, I'll talk about the Patreon real briefly here.
Awesome.
But for people who have not already checked it out, we do have a Patreon.
We do,
which allow you. Oh, which is speaking of that, I actually forgot to invite those guys. I should send out that link. I'm fucking terrible at this.
You are amazing at this.
To be fair,
yep.
I'm gonna do this in real time because I feel bad. To be fair, I've had a long day. I woke up. I had to get up early this morning. I got up fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, which should be illegal, by the way. That should not be allowed. Waking up before fucking. Oh my god, it's so horrible.
Before noon,
but anyway,
before 9,
before a specific time of day.
Yeah,
fucking terrible. So let me just send this out here to these people.
Yep. Take care of that business first.
So, one of the perks, we have a bunch of different tiers. If you just want to help out and you can't afford much, we have a $3 tier. If you want to pitch in and be part of the, we have a new Patreon. Oh damn! I'll give them a shout out. Chris, thank you so much for the pledge. That's amazing. Sorry about that. Just noticed that now.
Yay, Chris!
Yeah, I'm so on top of this shit. Yeah. But yeah, basically, if you want to join these, we have I think 4 or 5 tiers. Basically, we have the $3 tier, which just allows you to. Oh, damn, it's a Canucklehead too. That's good. Sorry.
Random.
Sorry. It was. Oh, it was our other one that we. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna put out a thing later on. Keep an eye on my Twitter. Santa Maria. Santa Maria. Anyways, so we have 5 tiers. If you just want to do the $3 tier, put your stick on the ice, help us out. That's awesome. $5 gets you into the Discord. So you get into the Discord where you can have the private community right there. You can chat with the rest of the Canuckleheads. You can give us topic suggestions. I swear to God, eventually I'm gonna have a fucking movie night in there. I promise you guys. I'm still figuring it out.
She swears to God.
I swear to God. God.
The God up above. We will pray patience to
Let me see what the
for
other
an
tiers
overnight
are.
movie party. Just for the chats.
So what the fuck are the other tiers? What do they do?
Is my mic working? Is my mic working?
I haven't done this in a minute. All right. I haven't done this in a minute. So this is
Quick,
hold on
read the
here.
cheat notes. Uh-oh.
I don't have cheat notes. That's the problem.
I hear the doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Oh, fuck me. How do I do this? I know there's a way for me to edit this. I think I found it. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I found. Maybe not. Maybe.
They're kind of.
Where do I go to edit the tier? Oh, there it is. There's the tier. See, we have 4. So there's the $5 Canuck, which gets you access to the Discord. There's so we have 5. We have the Canuckler sandwich. It's $10 a month. Gives you greater support. Gives you access to exclusive content. So the $10 a month one's going to give you access to the watch parties, the exclusive live streams if we do like offline live streams or whatever else. The $25 tier Canucklehead, we're going to give you invites to special shows. So you're going to get priority access to things like on Monday. You will be guaranteed to be on the show. If we have too many people, you'll be guaranteed to be on it. Every so often, the special shows. And then we have the Supreme Canucklehead, the $50 tier per month, which gets you an invite to the show every single week. You can come in and be a part of the show every single goddamn week.
You can balance your checkbook on it because you'll be there hanging out with Crumb and, of course, myself.
Exactly. So I'm gonna right now it's set to 3. I'm gonna up it to 4 people because StreamYard allowed it to broadcast to like 10 people, so we're increasing it. So there are 2 slots left to that one. If you're,
that's right, just 2s.
There we go.
Spelled lots of Z's or Z's. So that's not too bad. It's pretty good. And also on top of that, Crumb, don't forget when they're watching the broadcast here, with that luscious red subscriber button, hope people click into. And on top of that, we got the tackle bell icon. People get notified for notifications.
Oh yeah. If you want to support, the stream, but you can't, or you don't necessarily want to financially, being here every single week, subscribing to the channel, sharing the stream, clicking notifications, that stuff is amazing.
Like the video.
It's great. That's
really
good.
helps out the YouTube algorithm.
Like the video. Sorry, I'm neglecting chat. I just clicked back in here, so let's take a look.
What do we got?
Let's take a look at the chat and what people are saying.
Who's talking to us?
How do I get to the Discord? That's a very good question.
You follow Yellow Brick Road.
Follow the Yellow Brick Road. It is set up. So the Discord is set up. It should automatically send an invite to people who join the Patreon. Also, you can, if you don't want to do it on YouTube or you don't like Patreon, if you want to get to the Discord, if you sub to me on Twitch, it's crumbrion.tv or whatever.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/Crumbrion.
Yeah.
If you go there and sub to me on Twitch, that will also get you access to the Discord. It's $5 a month. Or if you have Twitch Prime, you can use your Twitch Prime for free.
There you go.
Do it that way. But basically, The Discord, if it didn't for whatever reason send you an invite, just shoot me a message either on Twitter, or I'll try and figure out a way to get you an invite to that.
How do they find you on Twitter, Crumb?
At DarksideEvie on Twitter.
There you go.
Or you just email me. If you click on the about, I know people are gonna make fun of that, but if you click on that thing on YouTube, like on my profile on YouTube, it will show my business email. Just shoot me an email and I'll send you a Discord.
Sounds
Your Discord is linked to Patreon. Yeah, it should automatically add you then, Zernabot.
Yep.
So yes, thank you so much for the 25. That was really, really amazing. It's great of you. And Tickle My Tombstone's asking how tired you are, Mr. Huff.
Oh, me? Goodness gracious. Let's see. I was talking to a very lovely person in California early in the morning. And then after that, I kind of got up 7 o'clock this morning, had breakfast with a fantastic friend, came back home, tried to sleep a little bit. Then my nurse stopped by for obviously fixing my foot. Once again, as I mentioned before, it's old time in previous broadcast, trying to pass out. Had another friend call me up again, asking me if I wanted to go to the movies. I'm like, oh, I'm wrecked. I had a full day planned and everything else like that. Didn't quite work. Plus, on top of that, another friend of mine who's trying to rent out a room and basically expected a few people to show up. And they didn't show up, those uncrafty bastards. And it's been busy. But however, it all started 5 o'clock this morning, having a wonderful conversation with someone in California, IA. But however, I'm still young and pretty. I can bounce back from it.
Action Toys is asking if I'm going to be streaming on Twitch tonight. I don't know. I don't know if my
been a long day.
well, there's that, and also my connection. So like, the connection was fine this morning, which was weird. So because yesterday, all day long, the upload speed was garbage. This morning about like 8:30 a.m. no problems. Upload speed's perfectly fine. We seem to be having some connection issues now, so I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to check. But yeah, so, I know completely went on the side there, but yeah. Just 1 second. What did you miss, Gamer Hands Jr.? You missed my ranting about Black Lives Matter and how people are really dumb about racism,
what they're doing, and stuff like that,
and why white people should just shut up and listen instead of trying to care in an entire movement.
But thank goodness we got the repeat performance that's taking place once we're done this particular broadcast. People can tune on in and
you can watch this anytime and fully clip it out of context like I expect people to do. Blaze Firestorm's asking, did I pre-order the Mario 3D bundle? I have not. I don't know if I will or not.
What is this game that Blaze is talking about there?
So Nintendo made a Super Mario 3D All Stars. Okay. Oh. So they have like Mario All Stars, which is like the old games all bunked into one bundle. This is the 3D All Star. So it's Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy all in one package. Cool. So it looks interesting. I just don't know if I'm that locked into Mario.
Yeah. I know a certain little Kennedy that definitely is.
James Andrew Morrison says, downvote for squeeing and rambling.
But we encourage our chat to keep voting us up to be the bestest channel on all the YouTubes.
Yeah. You better. We see. We have like internet ninjas that know everything about people that watch. Like we have hidden cameras in each of your monitors.
This is absolutely correct.
We know exactly what you're doing all the time. So if you don't, we know exactly who dislikes the channel.
That's right. We know these things.
And if you don't like the channel or you don't like the videos, then we'll talk to YouTube directly. We'll talk to the overlord of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's above like the CEOs. We'll talk to the overlord of YouTube, and we'll get them to quietly take care of you. So.
Yeah, be a little drive out to Elora, to a ditch, and never be seen again. Sorry, that's the Canadian way, eh?
Here it's gorgeous out that way.
Oh, it is. It's just very beautiful stuff. Completely littered with the corpses of the dead to keep it beautiful.
Exactly. Good grief. Yeah, we're not allowed to joke anymore. I forgot about that. The fucking joke police.
Yeah, well, the
Joke
thing is
police.
that they could come to our house and find me. It's all good. They got me on speed dial anyways.
Well, and here's one thing I wanted to get on the fucking
and
rant
what is the one thing
about, and everybody loves Gav just reminded me. Since we can't joke about the virus, according to some Muppets, here is a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because the chicken behind it didn't know how to socially distance properly.
That was really good.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Vic Funko Pop thing?
I heard no pun intended. Bits and pieces. What did you hear, Crumb? Just bits and pieces.
You know.
Uh-huh.
I heard that a lot of people don't have a fucking life. That's what I heard.
That is amazing. I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Busybodies, people no lives.
I am hearing that people have literally nothing better with their life to do than try to make fucking people miserable.
Oh.
And so here's the thing, right? And this is not a knock on the pop figure. I know there's a lot of people out there that really fucking like it. I only have two. Sorry, you can see them both back over here.
Wait a second. Here comes the funny part. They grow on you.
No, they don't
know what they do with me. I never had one before, and somehow I got like 3 of them.
You can see them right there.
Oh,
I have a Drogon, and I have a Derpy.
A Derpy.
Those are the 2.
Derpy.
Those are the only 2.
Yeah,
they were both gifted to me. I've never purchased one. As you can see, they're out of their box. So I'm already a fucking dirty sinner for this. So I'm like, I'm not a huge fan of pop anyway.
Yeah.
You need to. I guess you need to say it with an exclamation because that's how they market it. Pop.
There you
I'm
go.
not a fan of pop.
That's a little loud. Okay.
Well, gotta wake people up.
I know. I'm just joking around.
Gotta wake people up. So.
Wait a second. Are people not enjoying our fucking broadcast? Are you kidding me? Who in the hell does that? That is so rude of them.
Well, I've been told that my voice puts people to sleep. So
what? No. Oh goodness gracious!
It almost put you to sleep last week.
No, that was our first broadcast. Remember? And oh yeah, last broadcast too.
So,
anyways,
so Vic had an announcement at UltraCon that somebody crafted a prototype pop figurine for him.
Well, that's cool.
And he was going to be like talking to Funko to see if they would be interested in making a pop figurine based off of this idea that he had.
That's awesome.
When I saw this thing, I immediately knew it was fan made. Like. Not a knock on the design, not a knock on this. When I saw it, I'm like, okay, that's not a real Funko Pop. I understand this because I have more brain cells than a banana.
It's yes, yes, you do, my dear Crumb. You have more common sense and brain cells than a banana.
I knew that
even if it's split
by looking at it. Okay,
of course,
I knew that by looking at it.
And we call it a prototype
because Funko Pop has a very specific sheen to it.
Yeah,
like it has a very specific like layering and
shellacking,
whatever else.
Small child labor.
So yeah, from tiny little Thailand boy hands,
little tiny hands,
little Thai boy hands,
little Thai boy hands.
So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is not an actual pop figurine, and it says one of a kind. It's like the Reasonable Rangers that were announcing it, and they were all excited and everything else. Okay. I understand that they were super excited. And they said, this is a one-of-a-kind figurine.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 right?
A prototype for artists who actually make sculptures and stuff like that. A one-off. Yeah.
So there were a bunch of really fucking smart people.
Oh, the smart
people. I am talking about, like, my God, you could solve cancer with their brain.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Smart. Because they're the best thinkers on the planet.
Really?
They're the smartest fucking people that you're ever gonna meet.
Okay? Wow, that's amazing.
So absolutely 5D universal brain.
5D universal brain. They're no longer playing chess. No games for these people. They're just living in the fifth dimension.
Beyond the galaxy.
See all, with all.
They are all omnipotent beings.
That's right.
They claimed.
All right, I'm waiting for this.
So these individuals.
Those individuals.
Which were not affiliated with Vic.
Okay. All right.
So we're making the biggest. They must have been going for the world record for largest skid mark on social media.
Oh, ew.
Because they were making the biggest fucking stink about Funko releasing a pop about a Vic Mignogna.
Wait. Didn't you say these are like 5D Galaxy Brain, smarter than Dr. Manhattan type of people?
They're smarter than us, okay?
Oh, wow.
Don't you dare insult them. Don't you dare insult them.
I would never call them dumb or retarded. That would be just absolutely deplorable of me.
Absolute race cars. Exactly. So here's the thing, all right? Vic never claimed that it was officially being released. Number one.
Okay.
Let's talk about intellectual. Let's talk about international. Or not international. What am I talking about? Intellectual property.
Intellectual properties. Okay.
Because this is a topic that's come up a lot.
All right.
And because we're on a lull and order show today,
present the case, Crum.
I will.
Open the position,
I will.
Please. Perfect.
So, because we're on a lull and order show, I'm going to get a little bit about international. Fuck me. It's international intellectual property law now.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing intellectual about what this topic is about anymore. So,
the train has left the station.
Intellectual property law.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
shoot me now. So, IP law. Okay. When we're talking about this, it's a messy subject.
Okay.
It's a messy subject.
It's
so
layered.
much so that intellectual property lawyers I got it right that time. They don't even fucking know everything. They don't even know half of what is going on in IP law.
I'm so surprised.
So here's the thing.
All right.
What people always say is consult an IP lawyer when you have questions about intellectual property or copyright or
of course
blah 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 blah. So here's the thing. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about what's constituted as copyright infringement.
Okay.
If you use a piece of work that is not your own creation, it could be copyright infringement. Right? There is no magic number of how much you can use, because I've seen people floating around that if it uses less than 20%, or if it only uses 10% of the work, and blah blah blah.
I heard that too.
It's tribal knowledge. It's not true. If you use any portion, like for example, that umbrella guy with the umbrella face,
okay,
that could be seen as copyright infringement. Now hold your horses, internet.
All right.
Hold your horses.
Everyone hold. Wait for it.
Stop.
There you go.
As some communities would go. That does not mean they're going to get fucking sued into the ground for it.
No.
It's amazing, right? Because here's the thing.
Aerosmith.
There are so many different pieces to a copyright case, to an intellectual property claim. It is most of the time not worth the resources to pursue it beyond, like, beyond sending a cease and desist letter, which they probably won't even waste the paper and ink to print because it's not worth their money to do it.
Yep.
So it's a roll of the dice whenever you're talking about IP law, which I don't. And so this next part here I'm going to talk about. I don't know much about it because I haven't really heard anything or had anything to do with Anime North in several years. So I don't know if they still do this. But a few years ago, it was my understanding that Anime North banned fan art and bootlegs from their dealers area and artist area. So you were not allowed. You were not allowed.
Definitely did that. Yep.
Yeah. You were not allowed to have fan art of Disney or Marvel in anywhere. Period. If you drew it yourself, if you had stuff that was printed, you're not allowed to have it at all. And for stuff like Pokemon, you have to have officially licensed merchandise. If you didn't, you could have your passes revoked. So, and this is not because Anime North was in trouble of getting fucking sued into the fucking dirt by Disney or Nintendo or whatever else. It's because if Nintendo or Disney or whatever else came and saw that the convention was allowing bootlegs to be sold and things like that, they would just choose to not deal with that convention anymore.
And we both know that the two things over at Anime North, they're always being sponsored by Disney and Marvel and Nintendo. Only Anime North. Silly.
Well, that's what it is. That's what I mean. It's like there are a lot of different moving pieces to this. Like if we print like somebody like say a I don't know, comic book cover of Spider-Man on a t-shirt and we sell it, right? Like Walmart does that all the time. They'll have like print shirts with like designs and stuff. That's licensing agreements. That's fine. But when we're talking about it comes up on YouTube all the time too, with like DMCAs and copyright strikes and blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing.
All right.
You can take a derivative, you can make a derivative of a piece, et cetera, et cetera. It does not necessarily mean that you're going to get sued, but it does mean, whoops, what the hell did it do that for? But it does mean that you could. And just because you haven't been sued doesn't mean you won't in the future. That's the other part as well. So here's the thing. A lot of people are confused about the whole Funko Pop thing and blah, blah, blah. It's like, look.
Oh, fuck.
A lot of smart people were saying, "Oh, how could Funko Pop
5D.
do this?" It's like, well, here's the deal. Number one, I don't think Funko Pop would do it to begin with, because
why would they?
Because the figure was made up of like 5 or 6 different characters that Vic voiced.
Of course,
that's 5 or 6 different IPs that they'd have to get licensing for. That's a nightmare. First of all,
and on top of that, is this scheduled for mass producing?
Yes. Well, here's the thing: if they went to Funko to make this pop, it would be considered mass production because they would mass produce it,
and that's Funko's responsibility to move forward with that particular publication. But is Vic setting this up for hell if you don't work with us and we're going to sell this anyways? Of course he's not.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Vic wasn't like, I need to have a Funko made of me. Vic was like, well, there's a bunch of people that were saying that I should make a Funko Pop and that they want it because they want to support me. They want to have this cool thing.
Yep.
And so he was doing it as like as a thing for his fans, which is fine, because here's the deal, folks.
Yep.
Anyone that's watching this, anyone out there that's listening to this later, if Vic decides to have 5 more of those made, I don't think he's going to get sued. No. Could he get sued for it? You could sue anybody for anything. You could sue someone for cutting in line if you wanted to. It's not advisable, but you could do it. Oh, here's the thing. You have to the big number one thing, which is something that the people have been hammering Vic about in his lawsuit, but they completely forget about this in every other fucking lawsuit in existence.
Of course.
The number one thing, it has to prove damages.
Mm-hmm.
It has to prove that it has to overcome, first of all, the fact that someone could believe that this was an official product and be deceived.
Yeah.
So, number one, Funko would have to come out with an amalgamation figure of Vic Mignogna and all of his characters. Yeah. Number one. Number two, Vic would have to make his own similar one that looked exactly like it, and then like market it and make money on it and take sales away from Funko.
Yep.
Nobody in the fucking world, as far as I'm aware, believed that Funimation okayed any of that, that Toei okayed any of that. Like, it wouldn't have to be Funimation anyways. I don't know. I mean, it probably could be because they own the rights to the shit in North America. It could be Toei. It could be both. This is what I'm saying about IP law being so fucking ridiculous. Like, you might get the okay from the original rights holder, but if they sold the rights to somebody else, that other person has a claim on it. Like, for example, that's why Doug TenNapel can't make a new Clay Fighter, or he can't make a new Skull Monkeys, because the rights to those, even though he developed it and came up with it, and that's why he has to be careful with Earthworm Jim, somebody else owns the rights to those things.
He's becoming a licensing.
It's a licensing thing. So there's a lot of this and that's about it, which is why it's such a weird, fucking fluid bullshit law. So when you're talking about this stuff, for example, if you throw Captain America on a T-shirt and you use a slogan, okay, is that exact depiction of Captain America anywhere? Yes, no. If not, it's really fucking hard to say that you're copyright infringing. Number two, is that slogan an exact replica of any slogans that are currently active in Marvel or whatever else? If no, again, you're going to have a really fucking hard time to prove that, number one, people are mistaking this for an official Marvel product, et cetera, et cetera. So my whole discussion about this, and the whole reason I bring it up, is because the Vic Mignogna figurine for Funko, most thinking people that have at least one half of their brain still intact in their head, that has not been shot out by a 17-year-old protester or like person. Anyone with half a functioning brain in their mind would look at that and say, "Oh, that doesn't look like an actual official Funko product," right? I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me. I personally think that, again, not to take anything away from you or your time, I think this whole thing is fucking ridiculous. Why? Because Funko has to prove loss. They have to take Vic to court. They have to prove this is actually something that he took from it.
It's not about Funko.
But the thing is, that the whole thing's irrelevant. The whole thing's irrelevant because it comes out of this. Anyone can make anything. It's as simple as that. If you sell the one thing as a one-off piece, you're allowed to do that.
What I'm saying is it doesn't exist with Funko, so Funko would not have a claim. The big issue here is the alleged infringement of using like a portion of Broly, a portion of
who declared that? Who declared that?
Some random
a bunch of fucking nobodies. So what the fuck is what opinion do they have? They got fucking 0 and none. You could choose one or the other or both.
There's a bunch of
busybodies,
internet
fucking
lawyers.
Yeah, and who in the fuck are they? What authority are they? Judges? Have this gone to court? Has this been fucking proven? No, it's irrelevant. They can do what the fuck he wants when it comes to this type of stuff.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is all an attack. Like, who does it hurt? Answer me this. Anybody in the comments or the chat. Who does it hurt that Vic Mignogna has a fucking Funko Pop made?
Absolutely. I'll answer this. Absolutely fucking nobody. It hurts nobody. It's
like, Unless the
that.
damn things are designed to fucking fly off the shelf and
That's
smack
right.
you in the face, it's not going to hurt anybody.
That's right. And there's also another thing called done in good faith. That's exactly what this is done. As a matter of fact, Victor is a bit further to say, this is based on my representation of who I am and the work I'm a part of. He could use that. And he would win the case if it goes to case.
Well,
I mean,
you can never,
and it's like
you can never predict how shit's going to go. I mean, like, look at the tardigrade thing from Star Trek Discovery. Like, that would be, in my opinion, an open and shut case of copyright infringement, and they got off scot-free.
Well, there's reasons behind that, Crumb. We both know that. The thing is that Paramount was a part of that, and the thing is the judge was working with Paramount already. Like, here's the best example for it. You can find a lawyer and basically get him to defend you in court, and you get the best case on the fucking planet, and you know what? You could be right 7 ways from Sunday. But how is the judge going to rule on it? Isn't that the interesting part? And if you don't like the judge ruling, you could basically escalate it. And then you can escalate it again. And I believe you can escalate one more time if you want to. Anyone could sue anyone for anything. And at the end of the day, things can be escalated. This whole thing is my honest opinion.
More money.
Well, and on top of all that, what it really comes down to is, well, the whole thing isn't relative. Who cares? A bunch of fucking meatheads went out and said, oh, you can't do that, Vic. And since you're a bad person, we're going to try to grind your bones into dust. Don't you dare step out of your fucking lane or your little fucking box that you managed to hold on to for the last few years. Blah, fucking blah, blah, and more blah. Haven't we heard this before?
Yes, man says it might say something sexual to you, though.
No, that's great. You know what? Get a fucking lawyer. Let's go to court.
And here's the thing. Now I want to get one of those. Now I want one of those fucking figurines, and I just want to have a little pull string that when you pull it and let it go, it just says something sexual.
Yes. Yes, Vic, you got to do this.
You have to own this shit. Like you have to make it a fucking joke. You have to laugh about it, like,
of course,
or else it's just gonna eat you up.
Yeah,
but like honestly, my whole point about bringing up John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy, this man has disappeared off the face of the fucking earth since he got Ren and Stimpy taken away from him. He's put his head down. He's on medication. He's seen a therapist. He's done everything. He has disappeared
in these movies
for all intents and purposes. And guess what that got him? It got him 4 fucking articles about how Ren and Stimpy coming back and blah, 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 blah. And it has nothing to do with John Kay being a part of it because he's not. About Ren and Stimpy coming back and all of his past history. 4 years later.
Mm-hmm.
A decade after it apparently happened.
Yep.
That's what capitulating to these fucking lunatics gets you.
Yeah, pretty much.
It gets you constant barrage of bullshit to remind you that people don't like you.
Yeah.
And guess what? The only way to fight back is to not fucking care. You know how many fucking people hate me? You know how many people don't like me?
I know there's more that love you.
Do you know how many fucks I give about the people that don't like me?
Well, I'm pretty sure we can put them all in my hand right there.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point. You got to stop fucking caring about this shit. And like for Vic, you know, I would love to have him on this show to have a fucking real talk discussion with him, which I don't think he would be able to do until the lawsuit's finished. Because he's done it a bit on his Unlock stream.
Yeah.
But I want to have like a real talk, sit down, like Dr. Phil moment with him, right? Because I want to tell him he needs to like not give a shit what these fucking lunatics have to say anymore. Because you have people like, I don't know what the fuck his name is, moron initiative on Twitter.
Oh,
You have people like him who will literally start fights for the sake of having fights because they don't have notifications on Twitter. So they generally run around and shit in people's popcorn so they can get notifications on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, it drives me insane. It drives me insane because these people want attention, right? This goes back to us having Ron on the show. I'll say this again. I remember when I went to you. I'm sure you remember this too. And I said, let's get Ron Toye on the show.
And what did I say?
You're like, why? Why are we having him on the show? And I said, like I said back then, and like I say now, he's desperate to get attention. He was going to get on somebody's YouTube show. Somebody's. Why not ours? And I said that. I'm like, why not us? Because not because I'm going to say, oh, it's going to make us a million views. No. I knew it was,
YouTube's.
like I knew it was going to burn our reputation a lot to have Ron Toye and be friendly to Ron Toye on the show, right?
Reputation when that happened.
But here's the thing. I trusted yourself and myself to handle him in a specific way. And I think we achieved it. Therapist Ken was very helpful in that as well. But I think the way that the three of us handled the interview with Toye gave people a perspective on him that we otherwise would not have gotten.
Of course.
And like I've said this a million times, there are sound bites from all three interviews that completely shatter his narrative, that completely show him to be a absolute flagrant sociopath. Which Ken actually believes he might be somewhere on the autism spectrum.
Oh,
just based on the sheer inability to process like basic information for him.
Yeah.
So we had him on because he was looking to go out and be a victim. He was looking to go out on a show and get screamed at and get made fun of and point to it and say, see, this is what these people do.
Gotcha.
So we didn't give him that.
No.
He even lied to us. And said, I can get Monica on the show. Monica really wants to come on the show. She wants to tell her story. She wants to answer questions. He wanted us to say no.
And that was offered us not once, but twice.
Several times.
Not? Yep.
Several times. He promised that Monica wanted on. She was more than happy to answer questions. He wanted us to deny her to come on the show. Because if we deny her, obviously it's because Vic doesn't want us to talk to her. Obviously it's terrible, horrible people. We didn't deny her. We welcomed her on. They set the time. They set the day. They set everything up. We were there. They weren't.
Yep.
And then they ghosted us. After they ghosted us, Toye went on a big fucking tangent on Twitter trying to say that I was a hateful person.
Oh, among other things.
You can watch all of this in real time as well, by the way. We have a lot of people haven't watched the third episode, the third interview. Y'all should watch it because there's some funky shit in that one. Way like UFOs came out of his fucking ears in that one. So like
the beginning of the fun.
And then we closed off with a fourth one with Ken just closing that toy box for good.
It's just a closer.
Yeah. So, but that's what I mean. It's like these individuals They're not interested in facts. They're interested in pushing a narrative because they understand that emotions are more powerful than facts.
That's true.
And Tom P was asking something here. 1 second. I bet if the appeal comes back, Ty will be adding those interviews you did with Mr. Hop in the legal arsenal. If so, Ron will be squawking when he drops the soap in the shower. Well, it's
We'll see.
Honestly, like I've said before, there are things and stuff in all 3 of those interviews, which if you haven't watched them yet, I implore you that you do. I understand that some people are like, well, his voice is grating. I can't stand him. I can't do. It's fine. Just imagine he's a fucking cartoon character speaking, and he's the kayfabe villain that you're supposed to hate. Makes it easier.
Sure.
But there are things that he said, things that he admitted to, and things that he conceded that a judge would never be able to compel him to say.
Yeah.
And this was on video.
Yeah.
It's around forever.
Unedited video, I wish to add, because it's
It was live.
very important.
Live.
Yeah. So it's not edited out of contents. You can't use the adjective, I can't remember, I don't understand what was going on, etc., etc.
And
What we
so
got here?
everybody loves Gav's asking, would you consider going back to the description of each interview and saying Ron lied in each of these videos? It's clear he lied. We don't need to tell you that he lied.
Yeah.
It is abundantly clear that he lied.
Mhm.
In terms of going back on the video descriptions, no one reads the video descriptions. Nobody at all. It wouldn't make anything of a difference. I know I've responded to some comments. I've said as much that he lied about a lot of stuff. We were fully aware. Well, at least I was fully aware, and Ken was pretty damn aware as well, that he was lying through his teeth about a lot of shit.
No, I wasn't. I'll be the first to admit it. Why? Because I'm the individual that comes things from a fresh perspective. Simple as that. I don't know the full situations, but when I make an opinion, it's based on what's in front of me, not conjecture and hearsay. And one of the things about Toy, just jumping in really quick, is that he basically said he would do certain things live on the Canuckleheads show, and he did not. Says a lot for the man's character.
Toyman 99X. That avatar looks really familiar. Looks really familiar. Hopefully all the videos are archived. I have them saved. I have all the videos archived, and I have it on good authority that the videos in their entirety have all been forwarded to Beard Harris, Bullock, and Christie as well.
And they've been clippy too. Clippy here, clip there. They're on the internets.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there, it's all there. As far as I'm aware, I know that Ty, I think Ty had mentioned on one of Nick's streams that he hasn't watched any of the videos. So, I mean, I think he would enjoy them. I think that he would probably it would probably be at that scene from South Park when Randy is. Let me see if I can find that picture. I can't describe it with justice.
All right.
Let me just find this really quick. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so sorry for everybody's eyes in just a moment here. I'm just going to bring this up on full screen. I imagine that Ty... Oh, Jesus, why did I open that? Wasn't anything bad. I just accidentally opened Discord, which I guess is bad, but let me just pull open the tab. Hopefully it's this one. This is what I imagine Ty's reaction will be after watching the videos.
I think I know what you're gonna put up there. yeah. Oh God.
I imagine this is going to be Ty after he sees those interviews and what he admits to.
Spooky ghosts. That's a phone.
Who's a spooky ghost? This is ectoplasm. Yeah, I fully expect that to be his reaction.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Oh my goodness! But yeah, these individuals, they don't want us to have fun. They don't want us to be able to escape anymore. They want to attack conventions. They want to attack hobbies. They want to take control and derail everything and force us to just be in despair mode all the time.
And the funny thing is, these people don't care about the platform they're attacking. They're not major pillars. They don't buy things at where people should pay them attention. They just got a little platform, and they squawk a lot, and also they get their friends involved and they talk to. But what really comes down to it, it's just a very small piece of a larger puzzle. And it's amazing how a lot of people bend the fucking knee to serve these goddamn people.
Well, you know what? You know what was funny?
What's that?
The funniest part about this entire thing.
I like comedy. What is it?
We're not allowed to have fun. So
well, they could charge
but,
me. That'd be fine.
The point is that they're all fucking lonely individuals. They're sad little people.
You're sad.
Like our fan club,
hands.
Right? Our little fan club that we have. They don't do it for any particular reason outside of the fact that they literally never have notifications on their Facebook. They never have notifications on their Twitter. They don't know what it's like to have any sort of interaction with people.
Yeah.
Like when I go on Twitter, I don't care if I have a little number on my notification bar. Okay. When I'm on Facebook, I don't care if I have little friend request things or if I have little messages. These individuals do. They deeply, deeply care because they never do. And then they log into Twitter after they shat in someone's fucking cornflakes and they're like, I have 20 notifications.
Oh, I wonder what this is all about. Oh,
this is amazing.
This is absolutely wonderful. People are really paying attention. Now, if I keep doing what I'm doing, they're going to come back with more and give me happy more virtual pats in the head and the bum and I'm going to be a happy person. Yeah, fucking Spurgs.
because
God damn, man,
all you need to do to get attention is disagree with somebody online. And
really? That's it?
No matter what topic it is, either you're going to have people on both sides of the coin that come in.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking dopamine rush for these people.
Of course.
It's like I don't think that they're
pleasure.
I don't think in my heart that there are like fucking millions of people out there that just love seeing other people in pain. I like to think that it's not that. I like to think that people are just addicted to that fucking attention they get, and they get that little like, or they get that heart emoji, or they feel like they belong, like the fucking thread knot, which that thing is still chugging along at fucking iceberg pace.
I hate to be stupid. What the fuck's a thread knot?
Thread knot is a collection of morons.
Oh,
that is on Twitter.
All right, cools.
Yeah, a collection of morons is called a thread knot.
All right, awesome. Oh, let me write it down. A collection of morons is a thread knot on Twitter. Oh, got it. Cool. Thank you.
And Toyman99X is asking a question for Mr. Hop.
Yes.
I heard you were having a grumpy day and something happened to make you laugh.
Basically, it was the video clipping that Stan put up there. And I was having a grumpy, busy day because, we all have them. It happens. And the thing is that, of course, when I plop myself down in this wonderful studio I built here, or my bedroom for short, I basically sat down and I saw the one clip of what stand put up there from. He's one of the convention owners from the Hawaii's, and I just laughed my silly ass off for minutes and minutes and minutes. And funny is, I was laughing at myself that was laughing at the situation that was taking place when Ron basically mentioned about how Canuckleheads owes him fucking money. Oh,
my fucking fiance money.
You owe my fucking fiance money. Pay me up. And of course, I'm just sitting there because again, convention owner, festival owner, been doing this for the last 13 plus years. And when the whole aspects start rolling out, I start laughing and laughing and laughing. And because the thing is, it was more than just this convention owes me money. Oh, there's actual reasons for this, and on top of the amount that's being owed, and on top of how long ago it was owed.
Well, here's the thing. Ron's mad.
Hilarious.
Ron's mad because he couldn't pay his own fucking bill to Hawaii.
Yep.
Like, pay your goddamn fiance back, you fucking cheapskate.
And on top of that, how many minutes before and how many minutes afterwards, he said, money's not an issue. We can cut a check.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, because in that email, it was like, oh, Christmas is coming, and it would be really useful. Yeah, money's not an issue, though.
Yep, we could cut you a check. And how many?
Couch cushions
and what's the largest check you ever wrote before, Crumb? What's the largest check I wrote? It's like, oh, okay. This convention owes my fucking fiance money. It's like,
I don't fucking know. I do electronic banking. I don't like the last time I wrote.
The bottom line is, it doesn't matter.
I don't even know how to write a fucking check anymore.
When's the last time you balanced your checkbook, Crumb? I can help you with that. Never.
Don't
have to, for goodness sakes. The whole thing was a little power grab for Mr. Story Toy, and we both know that. Did we jump all over him when he said that? No, but we certainly went, whoa, there's more to this story. And what did we do? Oh, yeah. We brought Stan on the show, and we said, hey, give us more information.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if there is a certification out there for assholes, but I think he would qualify AAA.
Oh, there's definitely that. I'm pretty sure there's a university or college out there you get an actual diploma for and stuff like that. Oh,
saying I'm glad it made your day.
Oh, it did. And honestly, it was absolutely hilarious. Usually a good laugh like that's always needed. So, hey. And I like to thank people for doing that. It's really, really cool. Because obviously people are paying attention towards our content, throwing it around, and actually laughing at it. That's awesome.
And so going back to just briefly, because I have lost more hair over listening to people argue about a fucking Funko Pop than I care in my lifetime.
With all of the world's problems, Vic Manana made a Funko Pop, and he's not mass producing it, but he wants Funko Pop Prime to make more.
You know what? Okay, let me just say this. All right. If someone came up to me tomorrow,
or me,
or an hour from now, and said, "Hey, Crumb, would you like a Funko Pop made of you and mass produced?" Sure.
And I'd be the exact same way as well. And but the only thing I would ask is the actual glasses come on and off the doll there. That's all I would ask for. But who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who the fuck wouldn't?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Hello? Like, of course someone would want a Funko Pop made of them.
Of course.
We're all megalomaniacs. Why not? Like, Jesus Christ. You're literally asking a man who goes around to conventions because people want him there if he wants a fucking statue made of him.
Yeah.
It's like fucking asking Bender if he wants alcohol.
It's asking the Care Bears not to stare. Of course they want it.
Of course.
I don't know. I think the whole thing silly. Also, here comes a better question. These people who are making such a kerfuffle from all this, do you have any idea how old they are roughly?
They're mid nothings. Like
mid nothings. All right.
Like they're mostly like the 20-somethings to 30-somethings.
Oh, that's
They're a
awesome.
bunch
So
of, like,
basically,
Literally have
people.
never amounted to anything in their life.
So basically, we have individuals who are in their 20s, 30s type of thing.
And as far as I'm aware, the only pictures that exist of them are fucking cartoons. So they're all fucking cartoon characters.
Awesome.
They don't actually exist in the real world.
Yeah. So when it really comes down to it, we got a bunch of people that have way too much time on their hands, bunch of busybodies, keeping an eye on things and getting the wrong side of stuff. Perfect.
So there's one thing I want to say to the people out there that are still arguing about the fucking Funko Pop. It's still going on.
Goodness gracious.
It's still going. It's like the fucking Portland riots. Just keep going.
Awesome.
I'm surprised Energizer hasn't made a fucking commercial about it yet. Because it just keeps going and going and going.
That'd be funny if someone could do some CGI with the pink Energizer rabbit.
Just like banging the Black Lives Matter drum.
Like everything being burnt down, and all coming to hell, and in the mid ground or the background, this pink little bunny.
Boom, boom.
It can be 20 seconds in length, and that will both put the Crumb and myself in a happy frame of mind. And other people may get it. Younger kids are going to go, why is there a pink bunny in the background? I don't understand it. Those chidlets will deserve an explanation.
Anyone out there that's still fucking like pulling their panties out of their asshole about this Funko Pop thing, just give it up. Who the fuck cares? Like Vic said in his fucking video, what fucking business is it of people? He didn't say that obviously, but it's not anybody's business.
Yeah.
It's not anybody's business. Who the fuck cares? Is the fucking pop figurine gonna touch you at night? No. Don't buy it if you don't like it.
It's not even for sale yet.
It won't be for sale. It won't be for sale.
No, of course not. It's not even for sale. That's the hilarious part. It's not even a good for.
But if you don't like it, don't buy it then. Let the people who want the fucking thing, let them spend money on it. Like the biggest thing is like, the only people that are gonna buy that are the big stands. So fucking what? Are they taking money out of your pocket to pay for it? No. Let them fucking buy what they want to buy. Did I get mad that your parents didn't buy fucking condoms? No. Jesus Christ.
Maybe they did, and happy little accidents took place.
Well, then they should have bought better ones.
I know. Triple bigot, maybe. The whole thing is silly, Crumb. It really, honestly, is.
Like, honestly, these individuals have impacted my life more than a fucking pop figurine.
Yes.
Like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking thing that I signed to make sure they go? The petition to sign to make sure they get fucking put away and never brought out.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people's got way too much time on their hands, and they'll probably get upset when they see this video. And when they do, hopefully they'll.
I hope they do, because then they'll learn something.
Yeah.
That last little fucking rotten black feeling in their calcified fucking heart.
I don't know, Crumb. Those people are just absolutely hilarious, especially start arguing so vividly, so passionately over something like this. Oh, goodness gracious. Don't they realize that corporations only know one thing? It's money, and that's it. And if this thing's going to make money, no one cares how much they're going to squeal to the fucking rooftops. Silly.
And hello to Little Rocks. They want to cancel him for everything. They post the posting showing it's not in the works, and they go, "Ha, they're not making it." This is what I'm talking about. They will constantly bring up shit for the sake of bringing it up. That's why I keep talking about John Kay, because this man was alleged, like, he didn't even do anything I mean,
Yeah.
arguably, he groomed a couple of underage girls, but he didn't act on anything. Blah blah blah. The fact of the matter is, the man didn't commit a fucking crime, and 10 years later, people are still bringing it up when no one's asking about it.
Yeah, you know what, Grum? You said this before. Oh, what's this? Oh. You said this before. Traditional public relations no longer works in today's cybernetic times.
You know what was funny? Okay, I was watching a stream. I can't remember for the life of me what his name was. It's Tyler something. He's a comic book artist.
Okay.
He got kicked out. I only saw it because Niobe was talking about it. And I got into that stream and I was watching it, and it was just like my brain was leaking out of my fucking ear.
Oh, ew.
Because
Okay.
This manlet that runs ICC, which is the Independent Comic Creators. This manlet that runs that fucking Facebook group was just power tripping harder than Reverend and what the fuck's his name? Jesse Jackson.
Reverend Jesse Jackson.
Whatever the hell that guy's name is, like that shows up to every fucking Black Power event.
That's the individual. At least I think it is. So let me get this straight.
He was power tripping harder than that man.
And this person runs a Facebook group.
He runs a Facebook group about, like, basically it has like a resource for people who make comics. They can contact illustrators or writers or colorists or whatever.
Oh my god!
And he kicked out Tyler because make sure you're sitting down for this one, okay?
All right, hold on a second. Hold up. All right, I'm comfy.
So they kicked Tyler out of this group because he has controversial opinions that make people fight. Not the fact that he starts fights, not the fact that he has like wrong opinions or like whatever else, but he associates with Comicsgate people, and he has opinions about things that are not along the lines of everybody else, and that gets people fighting with each other. So they banned him instead of the people that were actually breaking the rules.
So let me get this straight. Okay. So artistic differences to the point that this person was disagreeing with other people.
Literally.
These people don't know their comic history and Jim Shooter and Chris Clomout. Oh my!
So Tyler wanted to ask the guy, because he was asking the admins, "Why did I get banned?" And they're like, "You have to talk to this guy. You have to talk to this guy. You have to talk to this guy." Because he's the only one who can ban people. You have to talk to him. So he's like, "All right, I'll talk to this guy." And he tried to talk to him for like a week. And then he made a video. The guy never got back to him. And then the guy reached out to him and said, "Well, why didn't you try and contact me? Let's go on your YouTube channel and talk about it." And so he did. He made a live stream, and they went on. They went on YouTube, and they fucking talked about it. But here's the thing: he's like, "All right," and Tyler's like, "I just want to know why I got banned."
Yeah.
He's like, "I know." He's like, I just would like to know what rule I broke."
Yeah.
And the guy spent 2.5 hours filleting himself, avoiding the question.
Filleting?
He's like, "I run a really good group. I run the best group. Why? Tell me, why do you want in this group so badly? Like, why are you so obsessed that you were banned? I run a really good group. You know, this is like the best group, and I built this with my own 2 hands."
Yeah. Virtual those ones. Yeah.
And he's sitting here
Hard
with like a
times.
Black Panther fucking figurine, like dead center, wearing a Black Panther shirt. Like he's being asked, "Why am I being banned?" And he's going on. He's like, "Do you know this? Do you know who this person is?" And they're like, "Well, no, I haven't heard of that person." He's like, "Well, he wrote Black Panther." It's like, "Well, good. I didn't read that
Stanley
one,
Jack
but I
Kirby?
have it here." It's like, and he's like, "I didn't read that book. What does this have to do with me being banned?" And he's like, 2.5 hours of this, 2.5 hours. For him to come out and say, for them to like pull teeth to get him to say, it's like, oh, well, you have opinions about things. And, there was a video that you made 6 years ago when you were talking with like this creator and that creator and blah, blah, blah. And, it's and just, you said stuff that was really bad about the ICC group in there. And then the guy's like, but you just admitted today that he's like you said in this video, like in this live stream, that you didn't watch that video until today. He's like, so how could you ban me for that reason? Like 12 days after I was banned. And so he's like, well, you had like, you had opinions and stuff and
you got
things.
opinions. You got a POV.
It's like, okay. He's like, I made a video saying, is Comicsgate dead? 6 years ago, and I said in the video, like, you don't need, and he's like, in the video, he's like, I said you don't need a group if you're an independent comic creator or an independent creator. Just go out and do it. You don't need a Comicsgate. You don't need an ICC. Just go out and make your own.
Todd McFarlane, among others.
And so when someone brought up, like when apparently like 6 years ago or whatever else, someone brought up this video in the group, in the ICC group 4 years ago, that stirred up a bunch of hornets. And then he hadn't commented on it since, but people keep commenting on it and bringing it up, and they say, well, this Tyler CG, Tyler supports CG, this CG that, CG this, CG that, and they all fucking comment on this thread. And they all make this a big fucking deal. And then this guy is going literally to China and back, explaining about how his group is so good and all this other stuff and how he keeps everything positive and blah, blah, blah. He's like, and then they're like, hold on a second. So the reason you banned me was because of my controversial topics that get people talking. And he's like,
wow,
pretty much.
Pretty much. Other people's children's, I tell you, my God. When I was a tender age of 21, I had 2 business partners, 6 writers, 6 illustrators. I had my own publishing company. There was no internet. There was me at the sandwich shop with my portfolio, heart on my sleeve, a couple of bucks in my pocket that I found in the in the couch. And that was it. That was it.
That was another point. That was another point. Thank you so much for reminding me that I needed to be outraged about something today. My hero.
Thanks.
My hero. Before they jumped on Vic about his figure, they were attacking him for attending a convention, saying he has a COVID-19 enemy. Here's the thing. This is why I came up with this entire fucking topic to begin with. Was because Vic made a fucking joke.
Again.
We're not allowed to have fun, people.
Oh God, we gotta write Vic a fine. Send it to him.
So Vic went to a convention.
Oh God. Oh, good.
UltraCons in Florida. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Who cares?
I don't know. But Vic went to a convention. Okay.
Okay.
He had a mask on for most of the time. He had a mask on at the convention. People were taking pictures with him without masks because, like he said, fucking Shangri-La. When people come up to him and he says, "Do you want to take a photo with or without a mask?" Gives them the option, and they choose without a mask, and they have photos with them. Where do those photos go?
In a photo album? No.
Do they go up a priest's ass? No, they go on fucking line, right?
Okay. Sorry.
They go online.
Okay. They go
So-
online.
People see that Vic is without a mask. Oh my god. Oh no, he doesn't have a mask on. They see him with a microphone in his hand. He doesn't have a mask on. You know why? Because it sounds like this when you're talking to a
Of
fucking mask.
course. How often do you see me talk to sales clerks and they can't hear me? I can't hear them because they're wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask, and there's a piece of plastic separating between the two of us.
Do you know who literally everyone in the fucking world? You see politicians on all the time
Mhm.
speaking into microphones. What do they do when they walk up to a microphone? Take the fucking mask off.
And why do they do that, Grum?
Oh,
So they can effectively communicate properly, perhaps?
maybe it's because people, need to hear them talk.
Yeah, and also there's more
So-
expressions in the face with the mask off type as well.
I saw pictures of him with the mask on.
Oh, you did?
But here's the thing:
Oh.
somebody made a joke, asking, shouting out, "Hey, what does Broly think about COVID?"
So they're asking a fictional question to a fictional cartoon character.
And he
Continue.
says
He
that
says-
Broly fears no virus or something to that effect.
All right.
And
That's cool.
everyone lost their fucking mind.
In a positive way?
You know what disappoints me
What disappoints
as
you?
an anime fan?
I would
right?
like to know this.
What
Mhm.
disappoints me as an anime fan is the
Mhm.
fact that they attacked Vic for shunting off this and playing off as a joke, and they completely missed the fact that Goku dies of a heart virus.
What? Are you serious?
That was the whole Trunks saga thing. Future Trunks came back in time to stop the androids because in his timeline, Goku died from a heart virus. And he couldn't stop the androids, and then Cell came and killed everybody. So he came back in time to stop Goku from dying from the fucking heart disease virus, which was a virus. It wasn't a heart attack. It was a virus that attacked his heart. So how people that claim to like this series completely missed a fucking opportunity to make a joke about Goku's heart disease. Jesus Christ. Hand in your fucking Dragon Balls. Fucking anime cards revoked.
We should do like the what is it? Silent Bob and Jay have a
Trunks
giant
brought the cure.
documentary thing. Are you blah 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 blah?
Trunks cure. Exactly. And Broly's better than Goku confirmed. Exactly. Maybe that's why Shemel's so pissed off. Because baby bitch boy died to a fucking heart disease, and Broly doesn't care. Broly fears no disease. Broly smash.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Just wait till next weekend when Vix attends another show. Yeah, he's at another show. I don't know what that one is, but I know he's like at another one coming up.
Yeah, he's got to be really careful. Did you hear what happened with Dwayne Johnson? Recently?
Dwayne the Rock Johnson and somebody else too.
No, it's just Dwayne.
There was someone
Dwayne.
else.
Oh, Kevin Nash.
No. New Batman guy.
Oh, okay. I don't know the guy's name.
Pattinson.
Okay.
He got Corona too.
Oh, really? Okay. Because basically, The Rock came out and said, "My family and I, we beat the virus." We're
Oh, it
very
was
fortunate."
a joke that both Batman and Black Adam caught COVID. So.
That's funny. Same thing with Kevin Nash as well. So him and his family caught it.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. And Collectors Expo in Savannah, Georgia. That's it. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is it. If you're in Savannah, Georgia, if you're around there, if you can make it, if you're allowed to cross the border, or if you can fly in an Iron Man suit. Did you hear that jetpack guy?
Oh, jetpack.
Did you hear about that?
No,
it was
I didn't.
California.
Okay,
Holy
what'd you hear?
shit! Okay, in California, there was like a 787 or something. It was a jumbo jet that radioed into the fucking tower saying, "There's a guy in a jetpack that just passed us."
Oh, The Rocketeer is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's truly one of my guilty little pleasures. That would be absolutely hilarious.
I'm just
Guy
like, my
in a-
God, we're finally gonna get the Avengers to come and fucking clean up the world here.
It all starts in the golden age. Just one guy and an idea and a jetpack. Godspeed, an Avenger. Godspeed.
Now, if they fucking like, if news comes out that they found like a fucking soldier buried in ice in the fucking ocean, it's just all right. Let's have a word. Have a word here.
Then all of a sudden, there's a weird atomic explosion that takes place, and somehow the main head scientist manages to survive the explosions. Oh yeah, we got the makings of something. What do we got here?
So like, this is like Florida Man on fucking steroids. LAX airport, jetpack man flying at 3,000 feet.
Oh wow!
They can't find him. They're looking for him. I'm pretty sure the guy's gone. Like, I think he's in the fucking Pacific Ocean at this point. He's probably shark food.
Or he shut down by accident. Oh look, someone learned how to fly today.
Fucking people shoot down drones. I could just imagine.
Oh yeah, pretty much. If God meant humans to fly, he would have given them wings. I'm in a backpack.
Apparently, David Blaine flew over the desert with nothing but helium balloons.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's interesting. Obviously, he liked the movie called Up, so had to rival that. I suppose.
apparently it works.
It's kind of funny. He has enough balloons up there. He's got like a little pellet gun. He's kind of just start shooting them down one at a time.
So weird. And the world, like, why can't we have more interesting shit like that in the news? My God, like, why do we have to like hear about all this bullshit garbage?
Oh, the funny thing is, it's a news cycle that eats its own tail. For goodness sakes, it's horrible stuff. It's all American stuff.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
So Chad, did you guys? I don't know if y'all were here to start the stream. Did you see the video? The new intro that we have for our law-based streams.
Well, you know what, Crump? Why tease them? We could run it again, can't we?
I could tease them.
Oh, you can.
Because people want something uplifting right now because we've been too much of a downer the entire stream.
Goodness gracious. Wow.
I've been completely bitching people out the entire stream. Do y'all want to see the intro again for those who missed it as well? Tickle my tombstone says I love Law and Order. Put a one in the chat if you want to see it again.
We're gonna go.
Do that. We'll go by vote. Just put an F in the chat if you don't at all fucking want to see it ever again, and just put a 1 in the chat if you do. We'll go with that. But something while we get the votes in here, let's talk about our personal fucking shit for a minute.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
We lived it. No, good little.
Well, I want to bring a PSA.
All right.
I want to bring a PSA to people out there who may have women's shelters in their area where these people are doing the same fucking thing.
You're going there.
So I am going there.
But I can't figure it this much.
Oh my fucking Lord. So
start at the beginning or not. Or people
long
get
story.
Confused.
And I'll play the video here in just a moment, but not relating to this. This is the video that you guys are voting on because I'm seeing a bunch of ones in the chat. So
awesome.
So we had a roommate, right? Because Mr. Hop and Mr. Hop is upstairs. I'm downstairs. Right? I think Action Toys like said that you could tell by our walls being the exact same.
The same ugly color.
Same color everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an old place. But it is whatever.
It's a nice place. It really is a nice place.
So we had a roommate. That apparently had a roommate. So she used to be in a women's shelter because this is important.
Yep.
Remember, it's going to be a test later.
Make notes.
She was in a women's shelter. She
Mhm.
was escaping an abusive ex-boyfriend. She was on disability payments, and she didn't have anything, blah, 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 right?
Starting from scratch. A new start.
Starting from scratch, a new start. Okay, cool, great.
Mhm.
Had good references.
Mhm.
Had good references. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Come on in. Give me a
Mhm.
bit of a discount on rent. No problem.
Yep.
So she's here for a couple of months. Now,
Mhm.
disability has a thing where you tell them how much your rent is, and they will just cut a check and send it to the person that you're renting from. And you don't have to worry about it. They take care of it, and then you get your money separately, and you don't have to worry about it.
Mhm.
So I got rent that way twice, 2 times. She stayed here for 4 months. Got rent like that 2 times. Then the third month comes, no check. I'm like, okay. I understand COVID, weird stuff happening. All right, cool.
Keep.
So I'm like, I let her know, and she's like, oh, we're gonna blah, blah, blah. Okay. I'm like, all right, go talk to them. I'm just saying, hey, give him a heads up. So she comes back with a bank draft. Not complaining, it's paying rent. Cool. Another month goes by. Still no check from the disability people. I'm like, okay. And so I let her know. I'm like, hey, September 1st is tomorrow. I need rent, by the way. Oh, they didn't send it? No. Can you please get it done? Okay, no problem. Great. I go to work September 1st. I come home. As I come home, she's in the darkness of the kitchen.
She's hiding.
Like literally in the fucking pitch black. There's not a light on in the fucking house. I turn the light on as I'm coming in. Emerges from the darkness. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, slow down. It's like, oh, well, the people, they said that they're not going to pay. They've decided they're not going to pay you anymore. Okay, I need rent because it's the first of the month. Can you please pay rent? She's like, I can't afford it, so I'm going back to the women's shelter tonight. Wait, what? She's like, yeah, I'm leaving tonight. I'm like, but you still owe rent because in the rental agreement that you signed, you have to give 45 days notice that you can't. Like, this is something you probably should have known about, that you can't afford it in any amount of time. Oh, I don't have any money. You have to take it up with them. Like, I didn't sign a contract with them. I signed a rental agreement with you.
And she's over the age of 35.
So, bit of a problem here. Like, do you understand? Like, do you understand that this is your responsibility that you have to take care of? Oh well, I went down there and they said they don't have any money.
Ontario disability folks, they don't have any monies.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right then. She's like, well, and I'm like, do you need a week, 2 weeks to get the cash? I'm like, I'm fine as long as you pay rent. Like, I'll give you a week or two. No, I don't have any money. I can't make rent. I'm leaving. Awesome. Great. So that was my September 1st. And then, so we like put out the feelers out there for people to rent and whatever else. We have a room open and getting inquiries and whatever else. Was it yesterday? Was it today? It was yesterday.
Yeah,
I got that.
like
I got that fucking text message. I got a message.
Yes, yesterday.
I got a message from somebody yesterday saying, I'm very interested in the room that you have for rent. Can you please send photos? So I sent some photos. Great. No problem. Oh, I'm really, really, really interested. I really want to come and see the room and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, great. Let's set up time. No problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, full disclosure.
Here we go.
I'm in a women's shelter because I'm escaping my abusive ex-boyfriend and I'm on disability. See where this is going?
I need a new start.
I need a new start. I don't have anything, and I can get them to pay you. I have good references.
Same shelter, folks.
Epitome. Literally the same shelter, because there's only like fucking one here.
Yeah.
Literally the epitome of, you can copy my work, just change it a little bit. So,
And how they're communicating with you? And how they're communicating with you?
Yeah, exactly. So they're being super pushy about everything too. It's like, well, I'm going to be homeless. Maybe use one of your references. Maybe one of your references that let's say you pay rent on time, you can live with that for until you get on your feet. I don't know. Go do that. Not some random fucking stranger on the street. So, PSA to people who have like abused women shelters. This might be a thing going around. I don't know, but might be a thing considering that we had one person stay with us, and then a month or two into it, basically cancel or what I'm surmising here, because you still get money from ODSP for your rent.
Yeah.
You still get money from ODSP for your rent, right? So what I'm surmising is she had it being paid out by check to me, so I could cash it for rent every month, no problem. So she went to ODSP and tells them, "Oh, don't pay it to them by check anymore." Pockets the money.
I'm a big girl. I can pay my own bills. Blah, blah, blah,
So
blah, blah, blah.
there you go. What I think is happening is this is a scam to get more money out of ODSP. So for anybody out there that's renting rooms, if some random fucking abused woman from an abused woman shelter believes a sob story, pull a Drexel. I'm dead serious. Pull a Drexel and just say, "Well, you want this dick or not?" Because that'd be the end of it,
Bruh.
He doesn't want sob stories. He doesn't want sob stories. People have listened to him.
Oh,
all right. So people have been waiting patiently enough through that terrible. I need to get that off my chest because, like I said,
it's
PSA. So this this is the new intro for law-related or like really serious streams that we have. So enjoy this, folks. We'll be right back.
In the social justice system, there are people who are pestered by two separate, yet equally annoying groups. Thought police, who project crimes, and the Reddit attorneys, who persecute the wrong thinkers. These are their stories.
There you have it. It gets better every time I watch that.
Every single time.
When I put that together, like I got the opening of Special Victims Unit, which has like a million fucking people in the credit scene, like the opening credit. So I needed to splice together the video from the original Law and Order opening to the Special Victims Unit, because obviously we only have 2 people, so I can't have like a million fucking people.
It'd be funny if the 2 of us in different pictures throughout the whole thing.
I was thinking
costumes and stuff like. like
I
that.
was thinking
It'll be a lot of work, but it'll be absolutely hilarious.
it'd be pretty funny. Well, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, maybe maybe when we have like specific people on the show, I can like splice in their pictures in there and the same.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple of investigation, public domain shots from around town and stuff like that. It'd be absolutely hilarious. Because that one cut to the swing, we'll go down the park, take a picture of that, pop that in there type of thing, make it black and white.
Exactly.
So people who are
Well, I don't know if you realized, Mr. Hop, but the backdrops for my photo and your photo are actually from Kitchener.
That's I did notice that. and I like how when your what do they call it? When your profile comes up, how it's all like blurry. That comes in the focus.
Yeah, that was from this. Like, I tried to mimic the special victims unit thing because the first title card for the person, like the first credit card, has the chick, like the main chick from special victims unit, and it's like the skyline of like New York City. So I took the skyline of Kitchener, and like the next one was like this busy downtown section of New York City. So I just took like a downtown section of Kitchener, put it in there. Worked out really well. It was easy to do.
It did. It's absolutely hilarious. Definitely full of lols.
Yeah. But I'm like, man, if we ever get Nick on the show, I'm like, that would be so fucking funny to have that open with him.
That would be funny. Or we could do as well as maybe put past guests in there and stuff like that. At a funny moment of time.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
that's good.
Just ideas. It is.
Yeah,
it is.
My goodness, like we're going on 2.5 hours now. So
what?
Was there anything that you wanted to bring up?
Well, there is a couple.
We're having way too much fun.
We definitely are. A little bit of business in this end. I'm launching Kitchener Zombie Walk, KitchenerZombieWalk.com. Come on by the Facebook group, clickety-clack that you're attending, even if you're not. Appreciate the people who are maybe attending. Plus, on top of that, don't forget we got the Reader's Choice Awards coming up as well. So people who are watching this could vote on that. That'd be absolutely fantastic as well. Because if we could place or win all 6 categories, all 4 categories.
Well, we are in the we have made the top 10.
Yep.
For 4 categories. We have made the top 10 for best local event, best indoor event, best indoor local event, I think, and best tourist attraction.
Yeah. If we could place in all 4 of those, it'd be absolutely fantastic.
Top 3 in any of those, that'd be amazing.
And the thing is, I'll share with the rest of the people's why I just want to place. It'd be cool if we could win it, but just placing, be awesome. And I'll share it with everyone else if we reach that goal. If not, then no big deal. The other thing I want to just confirm with you, we have a Monday show, right?
Yeah. So people that might not have been here for the intro, we have every holiday basically because we have no life. We can't really do anything right now anyway. So
we could go to the movies.
May as well fire up a stream and fucking entertain you people. You mean you
allow
people?
Us to entertain you.
I mean you people. But no. So Labor Day holiday. We have Labor Day Monday. It's a holiday, so we're gonna have a stream. I'm gonna open it. So basically, the first little bit is gonna be like us jabbering on. We're gonna have our top Canucklehead Patreons. So the 4 and 5 tier, the Canucklehead and Supreme Canuckleheads, they'll be invited first on the show, and they'll be invited first for basically the first hour, and then after the first hour, we'll open it up to anybody that wants to come on the show and jabber with us. So and then next week we're not having a show on Saturday.
That's right.
Because we're having a show on Friday instead.
That's right.
We're having a show on Friday instead because we have the man behind the television, the Amico coming back. We have the man behind Video Games Live. He's been on Reviews in the Run. The man Tommy Tallarico as a guest next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Next Friday, 6 p.m. We're going to have him on. It's going to be a great time. He's a blast. He's a hoot.
Yeah, honestly,
a fantastic musician, really good entertainer, brilliant mind, and he also worked on the Earthworm Jim video game with Doug Tenable.
Mm-hmm.
He was part of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all going to be really awesome stuff. So because we're having a show on Monday and we're having a show on Friday, we're we're not going to have a regular scheduled show on Saturday. We just pushed it to Friday.
Yeah.
So don't fret too much.
Yeah.
You can use the regular Saturday time to go back and watch and try not to murder Ron Toy in the
No, we don't condone that at all. No. Goodness gracious.
my goodness. Try not to break any remotes.
Oh God. And don't break in a remote while you're at it.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my God.
Who needs that? Who needs
I
that?
think we can go for another 20 minutes.
All right,
Because half price appetizers don't start for 20 minutes. We got nothing to do.
That's right.
So,
lots of sticks, nachos, maybe
But-
draft beer.
you can check out my whiskey collection is growing as well.
Yeah.
If you all haven't
It's-
seen my whiskey collection,
Does everyone see that? That's just awesome.
put that together.
It's right there. It's really, really cool.
There you go.
There it is.
there
It's
you
right
go.
there. There you go.
My
Crumb put all that together.
whiskey collection.
That's awesome.
Hello, Mike Walters. How are you doing? Good to see
Mike
you.
Walters. Why do I know this person?
You know what I'm gonna do? He's
What
the
are
guy
you
that we were hanging out on his.
we
were
got
hanging out
20
on his
minutes,
broadcast.
Crumb. Make it
You were,
important.
you were hanging out on his broadcast a little while ago.
All
We'll
right,
go through
that's
some of the
right.
chats that we got here.
That's right. What do we got in the chats?
See if we have any. I know, Gav. I know you really, really want me to sing that song.
What song is this?
Nobody wants their ears to bleed. I swear
No.
to God.
No. I got new headphones on today, or a different set of headphones. Don't need to watch them out after the broadcast.
So, Nernia is saying, "I love the doink doink." Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
Shop in a remote on the ground to complete the intro. Oh my goodness, I have to do that. So I literally tossed it together pretty quickly. I didn't really put much effort beyond just being able to Photoshop ourselves into it, but it was done.
So
It was
don't
done
forget the credits.
before I went to work. Yeah, the credits.
That is funny. Put that on a
Forget-
t-shirt. Okay. what
Forget
we got
that soy boy. He's already forgotten. He's
here? Who we
already
talking about?
forgotten.
Who we talking about?
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. He should not be named.
Yeah.
He should never be named. Okay, seriously. Real talk.
Sure.
Real talk a moment here. All right.
There we go. Deep breath. You got this. Okay.
How many times how many smacks against the wall does it take to get to the center of a thick skull? Honestly.
One, two, three. Sorry, I had to bite into that. It wasn't a smack. Sorry.
There's a lot of people that keep talking to this moron and that keep talking to morons online.
There's nothing wrong with talking with more Rons. There's absolutely nothing wrong.
Just talk to one Ron. Don't talk to more than one.
And I'm the person, the Ron he's talking about.
Exactly. Just talk to
Talk to
this
Mr.
one
Hawking.
over here. Talk to
Bring
that
me
one.
all of your fun. I'll be more than happy to absorb it.
So basically, I know there has been a lot of people bitching and fighting because COVID is just boring and everyone wants to fight. And everyone's picking at other people because of the way they handle this or the way they handle that or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. If you take my advice from a social media platformist's opinion here. If you find that you are getting emotionally attached to something that does not involve you, beyond you being someone on the sidelines, take a step back and take a moment and take a pause and say, is this something that is worth me stressing over, losing sleep over, losing weight, losing hair over, what have you? If you say no, if you can honestly say to yourself, well, it's really not worth my time to stress about what some fucking moron with a baleth on the internet has to say about me or my favorite voice actor. If you are that obsessed about it, you need to take a step back. Take a week off of Twitter. Take a week off of Facebook. Reassess your priorities. Honest to God, there is not a single person on any of those platforms that is worth more than 30 seconds of your time. Dead serious, okay? The people that are going to make a difference for you are the people that you actually can reach out and talk to, have a conversation with. These flyby morons, flyby attorneys, people who really, really want to hug the nuts of those attorneys, they don't mean anything. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Well, we're going to get DMCA'd if I start singing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I stopped at the second hymn.
Just let it go. Let them be morons.
Now we're going to get DMCA'd.
Let them be stupid and let them toil in how fucking wrong they are. All you have to do, if you want to support Vic, if you want to support Doug TeNapel, if you want to support Ethan Van Sciver, if you want to support Tug, if you want to support Mr. Hop, support them. Who the fuck cares about what some other random fucking toothless moron on the internet has to say? Speaking as a toothless moron myself, but don't worry what random fucking Joe has to fuck. What was that? What was that fucking guy from Avengers that Thor was going after?
Loki?
No, the fucking guy from Fortnite.
Gosh, I always don't know. Sorry.
It's like, no, the kid on Fortnite that was his arch nemesis.
Well, you know what? We had the best chat. Chat, help us out with this. Who's this individual that the Crumb is talking about? Does anyone know? Or can we go in the Googles?
I'm Googling it right now.
That's all right.
Or maybe the chat knows.
Well, let's see who gets to it first.
The chat's saying Loki. No, it's not Loki. It's the guy.
I said Loki.
It's the guy he's fucking yelling at over voice chat.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I know this scene now. It's from Thor Ragnarok. It's when Fat Thor basically picks up the mic and says, "I don't care where you are. I will come to your house and beat the living crap out of you." Throws the mic down. Oh, hey guys, want some beer? That was a very, very funny scene.
Noob Master 69. I found it.
It's New Master 69.
Noob Master 69.
Noob Master 69. I will come to your abode.
Yes.
Beat you
I know this is a really, really long way to go for a joke here. We got there.
All right. So let's reload the joke. Go, Crumb.
So it doesn't matter if Noob Master 69 cares what like says something mean about Vic or Tug or EVS or Doug TeNapel or what have you. No one fucking cares.
Yeah.
No one cares.
No. They do.
Nobody.
Nope.
They don't care. I don't care. Because you know what? I hang out with Doug TeNapel on chat, some like on videos, and a lot of people don't like Doug. Guess what? I don't care because I do.
Hey, Crumb, do you think it matters?
You know what? We had Vic Mignogna at our convention. There's a bunch of people that don't like him.
Do you think it matters?
Do you think
it doesn't matter?
I don't care because I like him. I like Nick Ricada.
Yeah, Nick's an awesome dude. So's Vic. So's Doug. So's Ethan when he's not going through his up and down swing of ADD.
Like I know
Richard C. Minor, awesome. Crumb, she's absolutely fantastic. Me, I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
I know some people for some reason have this like ungodly obsession with me and are upset that I don't they're upset that I don't crucify Tug on a cross. I don't care.
Wait a minute. People want to do that? Are they charging for tickets?
I don't care. I mean, Tug has been pretty nice to us. So
Yeah. No, I've actually sent a couple of messages out to Tug. Tug's watching. Hey there. But yeah. And you got Hero Hay. Hero Hay is pretty cool. Yellow Flash.
Like,
why not? It's all good.
I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone. Kung Geek Some, but Kung Geek Some's awesome too. I like that dude.
Yes, Come Geek Some, and also don't forget Critical Blast.
Yeah, Critical Blast is great too. But the fact of the matter is, there are people out there that will not like things that you like.
That's
incredibly
odd.
That's okay. You know what?
What?
You know what that does? That means there's more for you to enjoy.
There you go. And that's the bottom line.
Like if you're the only person in the fucking room that likes fruitcake and there's like 20 fruitcakes, guess what? It's all yours. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Does that mean like because I don't like fruitcake, like we have to throw out all the fucking fruitcakes? No,
because I'll take it. I'll give it a nice
exactly. Tomatoes, fuck tomatoes, man.
Hey, racist. Just relax. It's real talk there, young lady.
My goodness. Good grief! Exactly. More beavers in the pond for you. Exactly.
Who said that? Please tell me who said that.
Exactly.
Oh, Toomey, you're awesome.
Nerding It says I like Doug too. Damn straight.
Yeah, Doug is awesome.
Doug's a good guy.
A bit silly online, but he's awesome.
So,
That's one second. I didn't know that. What's that?
You better make it quick before I forget this again.
Okay. Well, basically, I didn't know that Doug was an actual cancer surviving patient. Goodness gracious! When I saw him coming back from the hospital, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I got the cancer cut out, and they stretched a piece of my skin over my head, and everything's fine now." It's like,
what? The fucking beard grows like this.
He's now the man with a weird beard. Ty would be jealous. All right, what do we got here?
I'm streaming right now, apparently. Show us the Tug.
Show the tongue.
And Mike Walter's saying, "What the fuck is new Master 69 and why should I give it in?" Exactly. Ask yourself that.
There it is. It doesn't matter.
Ask yourself that every time. And Abel Baker says, "I don't really like fruitcake." Well, let's get rid of fucking fruitcakes everywhere. No one's allowed to have fruitcake. If you like fruitcake, you're a fucking bigot. You're a fucking racist. You're fucking all right.
What do you mean? I like fruitcakes. Fruitcakes are happy.
Fucking racist.
Hey, listen here, Mrs. Tomato Head. You relax with that rhetoric.
No.
So what were you going to say?
I will not rest until every fruitcake is banned.
Listen here, Mr. Tomato Head. Just relax. All right. Anyways, before you forget, what did you want to talk about?
No, what I was going to talk about goes back to that fucking hilarious stream that I was talking about with the guy that just takes like 2.5 hours and it's like full eating Black Panther the entire time. No. They get into a topic afterwards saying that the one guy they're saying that you can't associate with CG. This is gonna be a topic for another day, but we're getting pretty close to the end of the show. But you can't associate with CG if you want to have work in the mainstream, which I think.
Wait a second. I don't want to jump on this, but I have to. The mainstream. What in the name of Mr. Hop is the fucking mainstream? DC, the people that cut back 600. No, wait a minute. Oh.
If you want to work for DC or Marvel, you can't have anything to do or have had anything to do with Comicsgate.
Okay.
According to people in the industry.
All right. Hold on for a hot second. DC Comics, the publication that didn't get spayed, neutered, or its balls ripped off by a fucking tow truck, the company that's finished dumping 600 of its employees on the fucking sidewalk, is, in my opinion, no longer mainstream. Why? Because they're cutting back so much that they cut down the fucking bear marrow. The biggest thing that blows my mind is that these people think they know it all, but they do not. Marvel itself will reflect DC. Why? Because Disney had to borrow $9 billion to keep the lights on. And when a large corporation like that inquires so much evil debt to move forward things, don't you think that the companies they have will start folding into themselves? Yeah, they will.
Like
Disney will publish the Captain Americas. Yeah,
this is what it is. It's like, and it's an insult for God knows whatever reason. Because here's the weird part, right? Because this independent comic connection place is apparently anti-CG. They, as an organization, they do not like comics.
And you ready for this? That's their fucking fault. Because the biggest thing is that, you ready for this? Here's a little bit business 101 for you from Mr. Ha. Because I know what the fuck I'm saying. When you're in the publishing industry, especially how volatile it is in today's time, you cannot afford not to like anything. Why? Because some fucking schmuck kid who's on the age of 14 on the computer could whip something up, throw it online, and guess what? All of his little fucking high school buddies will fucking love it. And meanwhile, any organization going, well, we don't associate that person because they didn't say nice things to Megs and to this person, and they really got upset. And you know, Marvel's in diversity hiring, and when Megs used to be called insert dead name here, his career didn't fucking go anywhere. But once he flipped over, wasn't it amazing how diversity hiring kicked in?
Fired up. Remember that fucking. Remember that universal brain group that I was talking about before? That was just like making the fucking future predictions, pulling from fucking star charts. Yeah, this group equates success to handouts. Okay, they're saying that Renfamous was successful because she got published in Marvel, not because they fucking handed it to her as a fucking diversity thing. Not because like she actually earned it, you know. No. According to them, she earned her spot because she has such high quality. She's just high quality, highbrow, the highest of brows.
You know, it's kind of fun. As a convention owner, I'm actually starting to run into some very serious conflicts of interest. Reason being is that there's a couple of publishing companies that I won't name, but these publishing companies are getting into council culture, and they're hiring people who beat on people so badly that they committed suicide. As a convention owner, I have to examine this company brand, and I have to ask myself, do I want to associate that with my kids that come into the events? We're not talking about kids when they're 35. We're talking about the younger kids.
It's like Abel Baker pointing out she tanked. Yeah,
they all did. What's that?
Blue.
I'd like to introduce two characters Marvel produced because, you know, golly gee willikers, he thought this was the tiebreaker to get more people to buy their product. Snowflake and Safe Space.
Worse than her hair.
What's that, bud?
Her project blew worse than her hair.
Oh God!
And everybody else. How did she get that gig? Because it's a diversity bullshit hire.
Yeah. All honestly, that's exactly what it is. Because the thing is that this person here, okay.
You want to hear something else? You want to hear something else about this wonderful fucking industry like that everyone wants to be a part of Marvel? You know who else got a fucking job with Marvel after they literally caused someone to kill himself?
Oh, I have a few ideas. Who?
Zoe Quinn got a job with Marvel as a reward for, you know, being attacked by people for causing someone to end their life.
As I said before, Crumb, There's a couple of independent. There's a couple of publishers I don't want to work with because of exactly what you just outlined. It's tough choosing. All right, what we got here? Zipping through these kind of quick.
Nernieth experimental internet gas.
Oh, fuck.
You know what? You know what?
What?
That would be a great motherfucking idea. That would
Well,
be.
the funny is, it's
the
only
thing
been
is-
published.
No, here's the thing.
All right, what's the thing?
No, I'm saying practical wise.
Oh, okay.
We need to create an internet gas so that when someone goes and downloads underage stuff,
Adult entertainment.
Pee Wee Herman Entertainment, and when they do that stuff, just the internet gas releases from their computer, and then that's the last you ever see of them. That's the experimental internet gas I can get behind.
That's funny. That's funny.
But then again, I think half of the upper crust of society would succumb to that, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no kidding. But as I was going to rant on about just a little bit here, Marvel produces fucking B negative, save space, and Snowflake, and this is the best that Marvel could do. My goodness gracious! All right, what we got here?
Abel Baker says, "I got the internet gas. Give me 2 microwave burritos and 20-minute head start." Good. Oh my goodness. And Mike Walters asked, "Did you hear about DC Comics doing a graphic novel series, Wonder Woman of History, starring a bunch of SJW women?" Oh well.
Well, yeah,
they love flushing money down the toilet, so why not?
Of course, and it's gonna be absolutely hilarious. See, here's the funny thing that people don't quite realize: when Marvel and DC dump the independent retailers, go to the big box stores, and basically get them to peddle the new garbage, they don't realize that when they go to that particular distributing system, they're going to go back to the old magazine system, which used to be, "Hi, your book didn't sell. Here's your fucking cover back, and you owe me a goddamn credit. And oh, by the way, if you want to bitch, whine, and complain, we're fucking Walmart. Guess who you work for, bitch? You work for us. What's that? You don't want to listen to us? That's fine. We're basically going to take your product away from our particular box stores. Oh, what's that? Oh, the comic book shop's gone? Oh.
Well, they're going back to the stage where they were when comic book shops used to be the only way they could distribute.
Well, the thing is that
And
with
like
the
the
magazine
comic
rack.
Well, I'm getting to a point. The point is, comic book shops were the only way that they could distribute their product. They had to play ball with them. Now they don't have to play ball with them, but they're moving to big box stores. But now they're in a position where they have to play ball with the big box stores. They have no leverage anymore. None. Zero.
No. And the thing is that it took so long to get these specialized retailers to come up to the forefront, because basically before the magazine racks were sold on the street corner, stuff like that, comic books were sold in a back corner with a cigar box, for God's sakes. As a matter of fact, there was a editor-in-chief called Jim Shooter who personally went to so many different comic book shops to help them set up to basically design the comic book industry what it is today. The man did his job. He did what he was told. He basically brought stuff to the forefront, and he made it work. It's amazing how less than 40 years out of an 80-year history, how quickly things could just dissolve into nothing. And the biggest problem is at the same time here, the comic book publishers don't realize how good they got it, because when they sell one comic book, they're actually selling 4 to 5. And that's at the basic deal that they have moving forward with things. So the thing is, when Marvel floods the shelves and stuff like that, great.
The thing with every business that businesses everywhere are forgetting. When you're selling one product, you're not just selling one product. You're selling the future legacy of that product.
Yep.
And that's something that
short-term, mid-term, long-term. If you're not thinking in all three planes, you're fucked. It's just that simple. And this is what people have forgotten. As I said before, not empty hyperbole. If I had any of my employees or volunteers tell people don't buy a product that we're trying to sell, they would take off to the side. politely talked to. Do it again, they're fucking fired. Simple as that. And these people have forgotten they're fucking hot dog salesmen. They're not Renaissance artists. They're producing a pop culture product. That's exactly what they're producing. And they're producing
pop culture.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's what these people are forgetting. They honestly are. And the thing is, I will argue with them until the cows come home. And the thing is, on top of that, Marvel and DC are not for profit organizations. They are a corporation. Wait a minute. They're in a corporation. And a corporation is set for one purpose only: to fucking make money. If you're not making money, what the fuck you doing? Like, honestly, better enrich people's lives.
Is it DC that's owned by AT&T now?
Yes.
And like they are literally fucking ripping out fucking sections of colon right now at DC.
Oh, fuck. Well, the thing is that it goes from this DC to Warner Brothers to AT&T. And the reason why AT&T is pissed off, because believe it or not, they're in better shape than Disney right now. Why? Because they don't have fucking theme parks. They don't have a fucking they don't have the problems that Disney have. They're a strict communication company. But however, since Warner Brothers has failed so incredibly to make the money, they're cutting back. And when you have like 9 months of Cobalt 19 running around, I know you hate that term, by the way, running around, the bottom line is they're not fucking producing. And when AT&T bought this major company called Warner Brothers, they better fucking produce, because if they don't, they're gonna be fucking cut. They got no fucking heartstrings tied to Batman, Wonder Woman, or Superman. They couldn't give a flying fuck. Oh, these characters, yeah, my kid reads them. Who's writing it? Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. Who's writing it? Doesn't care. But we're not making money. Well, guess what? We're gonna license it out to a fourth party fucking publisher. Good luck. Yeah. We're gonna make our fucking money. That's all we care about. Well, what about the history? We don't care about fucking history. Why don't my grandchildren have gold fucking teeth by now? What the fuck's your problem? You're here to serve me, not the other way around. Do it or you're fired. So, and a lot of these people online, they don't understand that. And if they do, they're just ignoring it because they think they know better. Like, again, when we got involved with the whole Kick Vic movement, we did it because it was the right thing to do.
It's true.
Try to make a little bit of cash on the side. That's awesome. Priorities, 1, right thing to do. Priority 2, try to make a little bit of cash. That's it. That's fucking it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it wasn't fair that FanX and AN pulled the stupid bullshit they were pulling. It wasn't fair that the fucking voice acting industry decided to be fucking stupid. And instead of inspiring children to watch their fucking product, they decided to go after one of their own, which was Vic.
Well, it comes back to what we talked about earlier, right? With the NBA and the NHL.
Well, exactly.
I mean, I don't watch anime to have people tell me what I should fucking do politically or or religiously or anything like that, right?
No,
like, I watch it for a fucking story.
Yep.
And if these people really care about using their platform to do anything, they need to fucking change how they do it, because when they go out there, when you get a Monica Rial or you get a fucking whatever the other fucking morons are called,
Jimmy Idiot,
whatever. Who cares? Who cares? A bunch of fucking nobodies. When you get them coming out and saying to their fans, I feel this way, so you should feel this way too. And then when their fans say, but what if I feel like this? And they say, well, you're not my fan. Fuck you.
Yeah, don't buy our shit anymore. And you know what? Take their fucking advice. Don't buy their shit. Yeah, because here's the bottom line. This is the funny thing about Funimation. They're owned by fucking Sony. Guess what? Sony is the business to make fucking money. First, foremost, primary objective.
Yeah.
Period. If these people can't make the money, those people are fucking gone. And the thing is that a lot of people don't understand that. And everyone's fucking was dancing around, go, oh, Vic got fired. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, you ready for this? Those other fucking people that are surviving, as soon as this shit's done, they're going to be quietly brought to the woodshed, 45 back in the head, and you
see a lot of people are really fucking mad that Vic's going out in the middle of this COVID crisis and blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, guys.
Yeah, that's a whole
First of all, and it'd be very brief about this because we're running a bit over time. First of all, if the conventions are running and they're following guidelines and everything, and they're doing everything according to their local jurisdictions, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. You're not going to it. Let people who want to go and enjoy it go and enjoy it. Shut your fucking mouth. Sit in your fucking parents' basement and cry because no one fucking cares about what you have to say. Nobody else cares.
And we're taking their gatekeeping card away from them.
They shouldn't have it to begin with.
Well, they do because they got laser printers these days. They
Because,
can laminate
here's the thing.
things.
Why are a bunch of fucking washed up assholes who are allegedly voice actors, because they're just extra fucking credits on a DVD case. They don't even get named.
Yeah.
How are these people dictating to anybody what they should do, number one? Number two, why is anyone taking them fucking seriously when it's clear they're just fucking salty because they're not getting invites?
Yeah.
Probably due to the fact that they're salty little washed up assholes.
Yeah. And they're no longer hustling. They're not hustling.
Because you can't have Funimation fucking market you.
Yeah.
Because you're not marketable. Because you're not fucking likable.
Yeah.
And in certain people's case, because you look like a fucking elephant skin rug.
Ew.
And you have the fucking personality of one too. Maybe it's that. Maybe conventions don't want to pay $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 to have some fucking scowling asshole sitting there and making fans uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Vic Mignogna. Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Vic. When Vic shows up, he shows up.
That's what I'm
People show up
saying.
to see him. It's like people need to understand the hustle. They need to be positive.
It's like,
They need to know
when people
they
come to your line, when people go to your line and get a fucking autograph from you because they're waiting for Vic's line to get shorter, just sit there and take the fucking money and smile.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass people, man.
Yeah.
Don't fucking destroy. Don't burn your fucking bed.
Yeah. And at the same time, if you have a problem with somebody, do the ethics, for the case may be, that's great. Have those problems. Keep them to your fucking self. Focus on the positive. Focus on business.
No, here's the thing.
Right,
if you have a serious problem with somebody, this goes for anything. If you have a serious problem with somebody, number one, take it up with them.
Yep, I agree.
Don't take it up with everybody else. If you are not willing to go to that person and take up your issue with that fucking person, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yep.
Unless it's a dangerous situation like an abuse of whatever else. Then, number two, take it to the authorities.
Yeah.
Those are your options. Twitter is not an authority. Reddit is not an authority. Facebook is not an authority. The public square is not an authority. We don't live in the fucking medieval ages anymore.
Public square is exactly that. It's a public square.
If you fucking want that to change, if you're not happy that you can't just publicly burn witches anymore, start voting differently.
Yeah.
If no politicians exist, become one.
Yeah.
Go and do it. Make the change. Be the change you want to see. Stop fucking telling everyone else it's their job to change. Start making change yourself.
I don't know.
So that's how all I have to say about that. But Mr. Hop, final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Go into another rant.
The things we do for our chats. The hours of entertaining us and you. Long story short, I said this once, I'll say it again. We don't get.
I'm angry mood today, so I'm like all.
We'll get you a Jolly Rancher. We'll chill you out.
I'm hangry.
You angry or hungry? Probably both.
I'm hangry.
Hangry.
I need some chicken nuggies.
Nuggies, gotchas. Well, as I was going to say, we don't get many rounds on this plane of existence. Simply do what you can and be positive, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's it.
And like Little Rocks is saying that to them, it's the quickest way to tarnish someone's reputation. This is the thing. If you're so worried about your reputation, right?
Yeah,
I get
think
it.
we're going to go with this. Yeah.
Having a reputation and all that stuff, fine. Own it. If you are shameless, there is nothing in the world that people can insult you for or diminish you for. It's like I said before, I wanted Dick Masterson to come on and talk about this too. Because that man owns everything.
Yep.
He says something, he stands behind it. Own your fucking shit. I'm not saying that Vic should own the accusations and stuff and blah blah blah. I think what he said in his last Unlocked about like this not being people's fucking business, I think it's good. He needs to stand up for himself. But the thing is, if you are worried about your reputation, that is a fucking hangnail that people are going to pick at and rip until it bleeds. And then they're not going to stop. They're going to keep going, and they're going to keep going, and they're going to keep going. So if you want this shit to stop, if you want these things to stop, you need to own it. You need to push back. Look at Johnny Young Bosch. He didn't stand for any of that shit. He pushed back. But you have to stand up for yourself. You have to be firm. But you also can't worry about what everybody in the fucking world thinks about you. I mean, look, the Japanese, for example. Why is every fucking drink a flower, by the way, Japan? There are other flavors in the world. This is from my Japan crate, by the way. I don't know what Sakata is. I literally is the only thing I had in hand to reach to drink to wash my wash my medication down. From my thyroid shit. But yeah, like, it tasted like fucking flowers. I don't even know. Like, I know it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm judging you, Japan. Feel bad.
What the hell, Japan?
Fuck
Get your
Japan.
shit together. Own it. Yeah.
Own it.
Yeah. Own it, yo. Do it.
But that's about all. Again, I'm fucking hangry today. I got up at 7 a.m. because I had to go do blood work.
Yeah, I got up around the same time too.
God, I'm on hormone replacement therapy, HRT, right? So in order to get my pills and shit and medication all the places it needs to be, because I have an underactive thyroid as well. Fun. Yeah. In order to get all that stuff, I had to go for regular blood work. So I had to get up because I arrive at the fucking blood test center literally 2 minutes before the building opens. And there's a fucking lineup at the door when I get in the building. So
it's like vying for rock star kicks.
God, that was nuts. But no, I got all that shit done, and then like was waiting for people to come and view the fucking room today, and they never showed up. So I am hangry as fuck.
And she's hungry too.
Need some food.
Yeah. Let's wrap this son of a bitch up.
So, do you have anything else, Mr. Hopper?
I have said everything I need to say, and don't forget
freshly squeezed.
Yeah, whole bunch of that plus more. And don't forget, no Saturday show, Friday show, and we have a special Monday show.
Friday next week.
Yeah.
Join us Friday next week.
And just for giggles, Monday show happening this coming Monday. Be there.
Be there on Monday. Be there on Monday as well, and Friday. Monday and Friday, we're going to start your week and end your week right with the Canucklehead. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to share. Be sure to turn on the notifications. If you want to help us out even more and be part of the greater community, you can join the Patreon. The links are below to join the Patreon. gets you access to the Discord. If it doesn't give you the Discord automatically, just shoot me an email. I'll get you that as quickly as possible. As little as $3 a month just to support us, $5 for the Discord. And if you want to join us here every week on the channel, get the top tier. That's it. It's easy.
And don't forget, you all don't make our show. You make our show better. And thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Huh? Set us off, Trump.
Maybe when I'm in a less hangry mood. There, Gav,
Hangry?
I'll do this. I know you really, really want me to do that song. I am just like ready to rip out my stomach right now because I'm so hungry. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. This has been another Canuckleheads. This has been Canucks of the Carribean. And
Be kind to each other, guys. Thanks.
be kind to each other. Keep your stick on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.